Tonight on Poker Night Live, it's Survivor Champions Night. The good news, 4 former Survivor champions are at the table. The bad news, Poker Night Live is desperately over budget and we must eliminate one member of the crew. How are we gonna do that? Tribal council style. Let's tally the votes. Stapes, Camera Kyle, Jesse, Camera Kyle, Stapes. The final vote, Camera Kyle. The crew has spoken. Please leave the gardens immediately. Wait, hold on. No, hold on a second. I didn't think this through completely. Hold on, let me, I think Jesse is probably less crucial. Hey guys, so I thought we would kick off Poker Night Live this week with a little peek behind the scenes. Now, I do a lot of talking on the show every week. One guy who doesn't get to say very much at all is our actual commentator, Jesse. So I thought it would be nice to show him a little love, take you guys backstage, and show you the home of commentator, Jesse Abramowitz. This is Jesse's area back here. This is his headset microphone. This is his mixing board. He presses a button on this so he can talk to you guys. This is his audio monitor so he can hear what's happening at the table. Over here, now this is really cool. This is the whole cam monitor. Hold on, let's move this pillow and blanket out of the way. Check this out. And that is his Foreman grill and toaster. Oh, Jesse. Are you living back here?
I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express at the country with the blueberry still connects on a low, on a yacht, got a triple deck. But I'm young with the beep. Do you expect? Grand opening, grand closing.
I hate tournaments. I just yesterday was the IO, like they had a 2,500. I get down to 4 people. My over pair to under pair, all in for like 70% of chips, and just get crushed.
Wait, and you lost?
Yeah, but it's typical. It just happens. Just tourneys, man.
So you're saying that an overpair lost to an underpair in a tournament?
On a river, the guy has to like
On a
leave.
river of all places!
Because it went in
Of all
pre-flop, but
places.
that's tournament poker. You know how it is.
This week, we are having Becca from The Bachelor on the show, and today I get to give her a poker lesson at 1 o'clock. She's incredibly cute, very charming. I'm hoping she's still single. Needless to say, I am very excited. So when I'm meeting someone new, I like to be early, punctual, put my best foot forward. That's why it's good we're a couple minutes early.
I'm having a great time just getting to know you right now.
Likewise.
Awesome. Oh.
Hi, hey.
Hi.
Hey. Joe, hi. I thought the poker lesson was at 1.
Did I say 1? I thought I said noon.
No, you definitely said 1.
Sorry.
I'm just really upset with Jesse right now. It's fine if he wanted to spend some alone time with Becca. Would have been fine with me. I just wish he didn't lie to me. I don't know if I can even do this.
Wait, so Jesse isn't the host?
He Stapes calls with his...
So Gerald told us earlier that he robbed 4 banks a day, and he works 5 or 6 days a week.
It's a lot
Wait, how do you do that?
Just get a real
Seriously.
job at that point.
Some
if you have to
banks
work
are
that
open on
much.
Saturday mornings. And what do you do with a gun?
No.
Wait. All right, I'm waiting.
Or not do it.
All right. Just go in there and what do you do?
Ask him nicely.
You say, hey. I wrote a note on the back of a check. And
like 15?
I would say, I'd push the check over, made out, and I would say, would you see if I endorsed that? And they'd turn it over and it'd be printed out big.
And it would say what?
I'm going to say, can you do this quickly? I got to get to 3 other banks.
No.
He has a dinner.
He's got a dinner.
He's got a dinner.
Button moves.
Thank you.
Don't want to set off any alarms, don't alert anybody.
So
Don't
long
give me
note.
the die pack. No, very brief, and the bold letters at the bottom says, I don't want to hurt anyone.
For the kids watching at home, can you give us like your top 3 like robbing a bank tips?
Okay, one is don't, second's do, and the third is it.
That's a mixed message.
So the second one is do.
Do is
Sounds,
confusing.
yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta read the notes all in one.
Right.
Don't do it. That's what he's saying. Well, I can't put it all together like that.
Well,
That
you
doesn't
should
make
be
sense.
able to, David. You're an adult. Also, we're going to need you to spread your cards out so the card reader can read them.
Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Get on him, John.
Sloppy chips.
I was nervous. That was a nervous bet right there.
So it's Tony Allen raises to 15 with Jack 10.
Okay.
Call.
And would you look at this?
Good action.
Couldn't run any hotter. David Wayne, 2 aces.
Min raise?
Makes it 30.
If that's short for
Maybe that's
minimum,
what he's more.
why
That's
did
what
you
he wants.
Maybe.
You used the min way of saying min. You could
Min, that's called.
Short for Minetta.
The Minetta raise popularized by
Louise Minetta.
Louise Minetta.
Under the Minetta Tavern.
4 ways to the flop. Will aces hold up? So far, so good.
I don't know.
I'll allow it.
All right, he's the host.
If it's part of a
He's the
bit.
host.
So Wayne goes 1/4 pot, and he'll probably get called by top pair, probably get called by the straight draw, or gut shot and backdoor hearts.
Louise Minetta rolling over in her grave now with what's happened on this hand.
Well, rapidly unminned.
About 125.
You're such an ass.
Not a curse word.
Nope, totally fine.
I'm saying, you know, like the donkey version.
Correct.
Oh, I see.
The donkey.
You're
So
such a
Joshua
donkey.
Molina has chosen to turn
You
his straight draw
donkey.
flush draw into a bluff, leading for 125.
As my mother
Not
would
an
say, you're a
easy
real cheat.
call for
Would you
David
say
Wayne.
that?
No, she's not paying
Mrs.
attention.
was not
States,
paying attention.
She's not watching. We lost her.
Do I have?
They were enjoying us.
If he says 125, do I have to double it if I went into raise?
Yes.
If you want a min raise.
Minetta,
Louise Minetta.
If you want a Minetta raise.
rest in peace.
God bless her soul.
Timeout 250.
So David Wayne uses 0 seconds of his timeout and doubles it.
125?
You min raise.
250 total?
Yeah. All
I'm
day.
gonna call. One time.
He's asking for his one time.
One time.
Oh.
I did try to.
Trying to get that discount.
Davey didn't mean it. Just
That didn't work at all.
Oh, boy. It did for one of you.
125.
I should probably fold, right, Jesse?
At this point, I mean, you just have to call.
Oh, well, he
Even if you're
would really
losing.
know. I fold.
That is an insane fold. Well, fold of the season there from David Wayne.
Yeah.
Hoodie, what's going on with your Australian tour?
I'm going to Australia.
Excellent.
Are you gonna
Very
tour
good.
there?
I'm going to Australia. I'm going
He really added some color to the story there, didn't he?
How many dates? What
I'm
venues?
playing 4 dates down under.
Nice.
Maybe
Oh,
the
boy.
Australian Josh.
I'll leave you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gardens Poker Night and Poker Night Live's stand-up comedy evening. Please welcome to the stage your first comedian, Chip Potworthy.
Hey, all right, y'all. Do me in, guys, do me in. First of all, can we get a hand for the host? No, seriously, please, get the man a hand. He only plays trash. Oh, if you guys are anything like me, you play too much poker. Here's how you can tell. If you've ever seen a mismatched couple, a 10 with a 2, and thought to yourself, Doyle Brunson, well, chances are you play too much poker. If you've ever been stuck in traffic and you looked at the license plate at the car in front of you and saw it says AKQJ9 and thought to yourself, busted straight. Well, there's a really good chance you play too much poker. If you've ever just gotten done giving your old lady a massage and looked at her and said, action's on you, you probably play too much poker. If you've ever come home to an astronomical receipt from Williams and Sonoma, and you thought to yourself, boy, my wife sure is pot committed, well, then you definitely play too much poker. And speaking of my wife, I'm late for dinner, and I'm afraid my wife's gonna blind off my food. Thanks a lot. Hey, don't forget to tip your deal.
My first experience getting hired for any job, I was just picked out walking through IKEA with my mom. They had a casting desk there, and they were taking Polaroids of kids, which is something I don't think they would allow today. But my photo got picked off a pile, and that's how I got my first commercial, which led to other things. Rob and I have played golf together a couple times, and I just worked on his new show for Crackle, Rob Riggle's Jet Ski Masters Academy, which we're shooting in Malibu, and which is going to be a really funny show. I'm definitely wary of Riggle. He's a pretty strong competitor in a lot of categories, so I'll be watching out for him.
Got some sick one-liners from that gets through. Good job, Gentili.
So if there's a hurricane or what that...
There was.
Yes. Now, do the goats, do they get unhappy? Like if they're not milked, do they get all like
Well,
anxious
I don't have any goats that I'm currently milking. They're pregnant.
Oh, okay.
But because I don't milk them regularly already, and when they are producing, their kids are eating their milk.
Oh,
So they're doing the milking for me, and I just sort of sneak in and get some. Once they're old enough.
Do you make cheese?
Yeah, I've made cheese, yogurt.
Oh wow!
I don't even know why I'm here.
Awesome.
I really like goat products. Like I like goat cheese. I like goat yogurt.
and the milk is. I mean, people think it's weird. It's not. It's wonderful.
I think it's probably healthier for you than cow products.
I mean, it's
easier for people to digest.
slightly higher fat content, but it doesn't have the
Zach is
people that are
it's
lactose intolerant.
parts, he raises
can,
to 300.
That's what I mean. It's easier to digest. From what I heard, lots of people. Also, sheep too is in the same ballpark.
But I bought haven't used it yet, but I bought a cream separator because, interestingly enough, goat milk is naturally homogenized.
So
the cream
Furman
doesn't
calls
separate
with
out
King
easily.
10.
You can't just let it
Queen
sit and then
3,
scoop off
2
the cream,
diamonds.
so you have to use centrifugal.
Well, that's interesting.
Did I miss action? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I can't breathe.
I had goat butter recently, but it's too tart. It's a taste. It's like very tart.
Again, I imagine it has to do with a lot of different variables.
Depends what the goats eat. I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
the goat butter I had is probably different than yours, but obviously.
Okay,
The milk
everybody
doesn't
hold
have
up 5 fingers.
any odd flavor.
Okay, Kelly, stop.
I started playing poker back in New York City when I was at the Upright Citizen Brigade Theater. Amy Poehler, she used to host poker nights and stuff, and sometimes we'd do it at the theater after the theater closed, and sometimes we'd go to people's apartments, but I started back in New York. Yeah, people ask me all the time, are there correlations between jet skiing and how I play poker? How do I do both? And drunk and reckless is usually the answer.
I played as a kid. My mother used to be a professional card player. So as a young man, my mom was great at cards and still is. How would I rate Rob Riggle as a poker player? He would be, if he were a poker hand, Rob Riggle's a Jack 4 offsuit. He's a hand that you just muck, garbage, he's trash. He's a trash man, he's a garbage man. I guarantee he loses tonight. He's gonna be in a nice suit. Right now he's getting his makeup done. He's gonna come out here looking terrible. He's a very ugly trash man.
I didn't even know that was an option.
I wouldn't think you have very many points here based on you just playing this.
All right, guys, we are back from break.
I don't ever gamble.
Play is going to resume here. You can see the chip stack up there. We've got two new players,
For poker?
Kane Kalas and
They're not even
Frank
raking
Kasella.
this game, so they can't.
No, definitely not for this game.
Yeah. No, I meant for buying the food, for the food.
Oh, didn't get any points. Shaun just said, give me $800. I don't have any cash. I said, okay. I didn't ask any questions.
All right, everyone, good luck.
Thank you.
Bad luck.
Bad luck, yeah. If you're Dave, bad luck.
Good luck to soul roll.
So play currently at 100, 200. Of course, the straddle is always an option. Looks like the player known as GI is going to open to 700 here with King 10 off.
There goes your profits, Frank.
Do McCallie.
Oh, the flop's good.
Casella's going to hop in there with the
Running a little
red
cloud over your head.
clubs.
Down 500.
Top pair for GI. Now, if you remember earlier, we had some issues with the player mics. We've got that all sorted out. So what I'm going to do is provide the occasional commentary, but mostly just let you listen to the table talk. Looks like Kasella just went for the check raise here. No pair, no draw. GI not going anywhere. Let's see if he just calls or puts in another. I think he'll just call.
Please. Oh, juice, Frank. Pay a deal. 100 to the dealer.
You got it.
We should charge Kane, but it gets it for free.
You know if it's Kane, it's a really nice guy, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Better pay a little big.
Kind of thought Kasella would have given up here, but he's going to barrel 5,500. GI still top pair. Wow. Okay, interesting.
All right,
Did
now you owe
not
yourself
expect him to
dinner.
fold there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I do.
Dinner equity.
Dinner on Frank.
Didn't even think about that.
Make sure to pay yourself, though, okay?
How much was the tip, Frank?
I don't know. You just told me to give you $800. I don't even know what the tip was.
Should have gave more.
Should we have?
No.
Oh.
We gave like 22% or something.
Oh, okay.
Pre-tax or post-tax?
I always
It was
go
cash.
post-tax. I'm not Jewish like some people.
It's more of a math exercise. Getting a little anti-Semitic here on poker night.
Nice. I
Not
like
the
it.
first time. What?
What's up, everyone in the
It's
chat?
something from a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Inside joke. Some water
This
activities.
is part
happen.
2 of
You baptized
our
Christ?
session after an extended lunch / dinner break, whatever you want to call it. Looks like Freedman just limps here.
All right, what do you
From
guys
the
looking for?
hijack with Jack 9 on hard side, preferred open, of course.
Something black. Ooh.
Does your wife know that?
Something old, something new, something black, something blue.
Oh.
Got 2
That was
flush
strong.
draws,
That
GI
was
and Polk.
strong.
8 high and 7
was
high,
not black.
respectively. Checks through. Freedman's still with the best hand with the pair of 9s. What's up, Makeshift and Chocolate the Gaming Speedrun in the chat. Also, Fred, thanks for joining us today.
That was strong, dude. That was a really strong joke.
Thank you.
So it looks like Doug's the first one
Stronger
to
when they
stab,
take it
and
out the
that
wife.
1,200 is going to take it down.
How'd
No
the girlfriend,
pair.
not the wife.
Worst flush draw. But that's where being bold pays off. Ace Jack under the gun. Freedman just limps again. I don't know what the strategy is with the limps here. Freedman, of course, is a recreational player and a businessman, successful one at that. And maybe this is why he just limps Ace Jack, because Polk is going to bet the button with Trey Deuce. And Freedman folds. Are we sure that that's correct? We're going to have to double check this.
How ridiculous was it, by the way, when Jeremy just reached over and just smashed all my chips down?
That happens all the time in cash games.
Does it really?
Yeah.
All the time.
I
It's
actually,
almost mandatory.
Yeah.
No, it is
It
not.
really
It is. You don't play in the right
How many
games.
times have I done it to you?
Well, listen, I'll tell you the one time I did it where I regretted it.
I think we're going to have some drinks. What are we drinking, gentlemen?
Whatever you order. But Shaun has to drink it too.
Come on, let's move over to some scotch.
You're in charge. You can order whatever you want. I may or may not drink it.
That's not fair then. We'll do Stella.
All right, drinks have been
Yes,
ordered.
please.
Do McCallie from Philly.
Three McCowan.
Don't
Let's do 12.
Google Do McCallie.
McCowan 12. I'm doing mine neat. So 1 rocks, 1 neat.
Very interesting
However
character.
2 neat. 2 neat it is.
You know what? I think we possibly got that call wrong. I'm thinking that he opened that there. Looked like a raise. I'll have to holler back to the
I would normally 3-bet, but when you
graphics
ordered
guys and
McCowan
see
neat,
who's
I was
taking
like,
a
okay,
nap.
he deserves a flop.
3-bet would have been fine.
What's up to Kevin Cross from Wales, UK? Thanks for joining us. And what's up, Carl? Crazy Carl in the chat. Carl, great friend of the show. And one of our moderators here on our YouTube channel.
That's the end.
All right,
So we may as well get in.
Yeah, might as well try.
Steve is still looking at everybody.
I don't know, man.
I folded a button. I know it's shocking. It's the first time all
Top
day.
now for
You're
Do.
probably not gonna win
Good
it
bet at it.
straight
Kasella up and down. Kasella's gonna raise. Looks like 2,500 with the semi bluff there. Chocolate in the chat says he wants Kevin Hart here.
More lively. What do you think? It feels like it's going to be more.
Well, we got food in us. We got more drinks coming. We're switching.
These are pretty high stakes, but they might
Some
still
people
be too low for Kevin Hart. That guy likes to donate
Some people are
hundreds of
winning.
thousands at a time.
Some people are almost even.
I mean, it definitely isn't exactly the same when you're stuck versus when you're up. But I do feel
Two
like
checks. Casella's going to continue with this bluff line here, representing something like
you're
Queen
never gonna
Jack
be exactly
plus.
the same, right? You're never going to be like up 100K versus down 100K.
But that's an easy call for top from Do McCallie. Sporting the sunglasses and the Armani exchange.
Cover up that 8.
Moves. Some moves from Frank here.
So nice $16,000 pot for Do McCallie.
So it just seemed fair.
It did.
Sporting a fresh tan, a clean cut. He's a really nice guy, by the way. Plays a lot at Rivers, Philadelphia.
Oh, an ace would have been a card. Yeah. An ace hits.
There might have been a bigger pot.
It might, oh, you don't say. You don't
Could have been
say.
ace hearts and those checks.
I would take the under. Or the over, I guess.
So thanks for joining us today.
I guess
October 7th.
Apparently you're not very good at betting.
It depends on the way you want to look at it.
1, 2.
Oh no! Don't even start with me, Frank. Don't even start. Don't even start.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
See, Deep's gonna open to 1,200. There must have been a straddle or two.
Doesn't even care.
GI calls with 7-5 suited. Now I expect a big 3-bet here from Casella's ace king.
Damn, dinner was good, huh? Nice.
Gives the old speech.
Trying to get the dinner money back.
The dinner money. But he actually won money in that pot.
Yes.
Well, not that pot, but some before.
Nice hand.
No, but he still stuck
Tight-ish
there.
fold
speech
from
before I
Deeb
looked
there,
at the
considering he was going to be in position with Queen 10 suited.
I call if I knew you had that hand.
I know.
Exactly what we're
A
thinking.
good hand to match up versus that one.
Yeah.
Got it on board.
Looks like the straddle's on to 400. Deeb's going to open. Makes it 1,200 with Queen 10 suited once again over to Polk in the big blind. 10-9. Good enough for a defend, although he is dominated here.
Check.
Checks dark. Checks through to the turn. King 5-5 tray now. Doug checks again. Shaun's going to probably represent sort of a delayed c-bet here. Nope, he's going to check it through again. Now Doug's going to have to stab, and Deeb's going to have to think this one through. The way this hand played out, queen high is good a fair amount of the time because Doug's not going to do this with ace high. So now he's representing a king, 5, or jack. But Deeb decides not to look it up. He's just going to ditch it.
Okay, you want him this in? Or you? Okay.
Miking up.
Okay. Deal him in. Or
Oh, so you're trying to stick me with an extra big blind?
yeah, you just 3-bet me.
No.
I actually
Just wait one. Wait one.
There we go.
I thought it was his big blind stand. That's one reason I said it that way.
How could it be as big? Frank's on to you.
That's just about
He wasn't putting up with it.
All right, drinks are here. Let's see what everyone ordered.
Right.
What's total on that? Oh, yeah, it's a comp. I forget.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, give me 80 back.
I'll bring it right over.
Thank you.
Deeb tried to pay for the drinks, but they are, of course, comp.
I think we should have got doubles.
You know what? In retrospect, we should have gotten doubles, but
As you can see, we've got social distancing going on in these seats behind the table.
Wow, that's good.
Limited seating available.
What is it called? What was the rate of
it's Macallan 12, man.
1,500.
It's like the lowest level Macallan, but it's still really good.
Avi limps again for 200. Now McCallan's
McCallan's
going to pump it up
favorite.
7.5x with ace king suited.
It's just consistently great.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
going
not
to get no
smoky.
action there.
Hey, how you doing?
Not easily.
Stinger 9101 says, wait, is this current?
The region of Scotland.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
I mispronounced it.
He's like, I'm not gonna put up with this if you're just making.
I'm not gonna go along.
Freedman limps again, ace
from
queen.
the-
What
the-
is
where the
this limp
volcanoes are in
strategy
Scotland.
going on here from Avi
There's no
Freedman?
volcanoes. That I do know.
You don't say.
There used to be.
I'm sure there used to be volcanoes everywhere.
Doug's going to complete for just 100 more. Shaun will check ace 5 off.
He's a rock doctor.
3 ways to the flop. King 9-7, ace queen. No pair.
Yeah, we'll
Still the
just
best
take,
hand. What's up, Bad Gamer and Lou from Caccio in the chat?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Ace queen, still the best hand. Here's a stab from Jack High. In position, Deeb is going to look it up.
You're supposed to check
And
call.
that's good.
Yeah.
Graphics kind of lag there.
Sometimes
with
those
that
river
river.
buffs get through.
Sometimes.
You got the best hand to fold.
Thank
Best
you,
no
Doug.
pair hand to fold.
Welcome. No problem.
We colluded against you.
Good times.
Hello, Kane.
Nothing
What's
says
happening, guys?
LOL like some collusion. What's up,
Joining
man?
the table,
I have
Kane
36,000
Kalas.
behind.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you have in front?
I would hope 14.
14,000.
If it's not 14.
Welcome Don Corleone Mafiosi in the chat. Thanks for
Very good.
joining
I know,
us
okay.
today
I
on
was
the
told
Poker
that.
Night
You know,
in
Shaun,
America YouTube
on that
channel.
hand where he called
We're
it
playing
Jack
100 to
high,
200
Jack
with the
flop,
very
so
much
the flop.
optioned
There you
400 and higher
Or I guess
straight.
150, but
Yeah,
my name's
the
not
flop
Doug
was
Polk.
king
There you
queen
go.
9.
There you go.
That's why when you said he had the nut jack high, he really did. Because
Yeah.
jack 10 would have made a straight.
That's thank you.
Yeah,
Frank,
so
come
I
on,
cost
Frank,
you money
come
by
on.
not playing that hand.
We knew that that's what the nut jack high meant. We knew, man. We knew.
I was counting to 5.
Classic
From
Frank.
cutoff, Kasella is going to open 6-5.
Your hands are always so
A
busy.
little loose of an open there. Can't get called by
single
GIs. Jack 10 suited.
Wow.
I guess he opens a little wider there.
Wow.
He might
It
be a
is- it is
GI,
definitely
has
after
more of a
dinner
rep
here.
player. We actually know nothing about him. He won't even give us his name.
Kane, we have a no
Sounds
phone
like a
rule as
shitty.
well.
It sounds like a shitty off-brand
Actually?
version.
Yeah. Try it as little as possible. It's definitely not on the table.
Poker after dinner.
Weird, I'm always in that game.
Awesome.
Is it dark out?
It's a dark
Disciplined
out.
fold there from Kasella, who
August.
did see bet
After dinner,
like a
before dark.
third pot and then got raised. But disciplined to fold a pair and backdoor straight draw. So Deeb McCallie's been playing kind of snug. I'm guessing that he's not going to option the straddle here.
So you're gonna play all 3 days now, huh?
I am.
How spoiled are you?
It's quite fortunate.
What about you?
I'm only playing days 1 and 2, I think.
That's it, huh? Are you doing commentary though?
Well,
We'll see.
maybe not
Say
anymore.
commentary. I mean,
heard
you
there
did
was
such a bad job that no one wanted to watch anymore.
They
So
were
please
like,
send them out.
I was getting tweets. Please take whoever's on the mic off the mic.
Oh, that's true.
Your voice is
That
not
wasn't
that
your fault,
recognizable.
though, I don't think.
But I don't think it was because of you. I think it was
Something
because
wrong
the
with
mic was like.
I
messed
think
up.
there was no problem with our mic. They just wanted to hear the table talk.
I heard there was a problem with the mic.
There was a problem with the table mic.
Oh.
We were told different, I think.
I could be. Maybe there was a problem with our mic too, but.
So you were talking over our talking.
Right, but then
Okay.
your talk wasn't even coming up at all. So.
Oh.
So the chat was upset that the commentators weren't being quiet so that they could hear you guys, not realizing that the table mic was not working and they would have heard crickets for quite some time.
Well, there you have it.
Well, we never stopped talking.
Oh, trust me, I could hear you guys.
He just heard us through the wall.
Unfortunately.
Were we that bad?
Thank you.
Oh, you know, whenever Doug's at the table.
Oh.
A lot of
that's,
talking.
That's all right. I'm okay with that. That's
A
actually.
lot of talking with no substance.
That's just true, though.
What's up, guys? Doug Polk here.
That was good. That was good.
Not as good as Jeremy's impression.
That was good. Well, the thing about Jeremy's was like he just loved it. Like Kane's just saying it just to say it. Like Jeremy, like honestly, was like, I just watched every video.
He practiced that before he got on TV. Like
He did,
He
yeah,
looked in a
yeah.
mirror and was like, "I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be great. This is my manner. Talk with my hands.
Did he
pet
roll
the cat, or whatever the hell you dog, whatever that shit is."
All right, 3.5x open from Kane Kalas under the gun, king queen off.
So it's unfair, you know how everyone's been
from
playing.
ace-10 off from Polk. You'll see the
We
different
should make Kane. Why don't you rank 1 through 6?
table
everyone's playing
dynamics
at this
between
table.
the established pros and regs
Wow.
and the more recreational
Doug
businessmen
didn't
here.
get away with either of his bluffs today.
So Doug's number 6. Who's number 1?
What are you gonna do?
My favorite was when you turned to Doug like, why'd you do that? He's like, I had a spade.
Oh, the deuces? Yeah.
Thanks.
That was funny. I had the two of spades.
I have the spade question mark.
All right, thank you.
You need some smaller chips there, Kane?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Straddle on board.
Or not.
He didn't name you as number 1.
Straddle on 400. Doug's going to
Lit off
open
before he-
deuces here, red deuces,
Categorize.
1200. GI's got him pipped with 2 threes.
Can't slide that to You want to toss 10 to Avi? He's got the most purple.
And what do you know? Cal has 2 overpair, 2 overcards to the other hands.
Yeah.
Do you want purple or not, Kane?
Calls 1K with pocket fours,
I
and
don't
now
care.
Kasella will surely hop in there with king jack.
Yeah.
4 ways to the flop. Will there be a set?
Kane bets 10,000, guys.
Okay.
Check.
Top pair for Kasella. Chocolate Gaming Speedrun in the chat's going to go to sleep. Good night, Chocolate Gaming Speedrun. Thanks for tuning in. Action checks through. 6 of hearts on the turn. Now Kasella will bet his top pair, and that should get through.
Did you get enough food,
Sean,
Kane?
you would certainly be number 1 on the list of players who ran well.
Yes.
Ran the best.
Nice.
It's
Nice,
very
yeah.
rare that I actually run, but yes, it was nice.
How often do you see top set versus second top set? It's pretty rare, right?
second top set.
The middle.
Yeah.
That would be the middle.
Yeah.
For people
No,
from
no,
the East
no,
Coast.
there are four cards.
That's true. That's
So like
true,
it could be the second or the
that's
third.
true.
Yeah. For the people that.
That's right. Earlier in the game,
They
there
did
were
both flop.
multiple
Very
times where we had
optimistic
set
of you. You
over
could've said
set.
second
It
bottom set.
was
You're like,
absolutely
glass half
sick.
full.
Well, I was thinking on the turn because that's when the action went down, right?
Yeah.
Some action went down on the flop.
But they did both flop.
But it was the flop.
A little.
Some action pre-flop too.
Wow, guys, we're getting really technical here. What street did all the
You
money go in?
asked.
I didn't even ask.
No street did all the money go
Sean
in.
that asked?
Yeah,
I got told I was being an idiot.
Over the
I think it's
straddle
called
of
second
A7
set.
off.
I don't think
I don't think
we're
A7
top.
off
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Is
You're the
necessary.
the strength.
limp
Flop top
charts
set.
here.
Yes.
Because
To ask, do you have second top set? And
Like, what do you
Cali
say
with
on
a
the
real
river
hand, 2 queen
when you
will
have
make it
bottom set?
2600.
Oh, I have fifth top set, and I call.
And GI is going to
Kane,
limp
Kane,
the 400
it
and
is
call the
great to have you at the
2600.
A
A7.
pleasure.
Kane, would you like to join us in some beverages?
What are we drinking?
Macallan?
We're drinking scotch right now.
Wow.
I mean, we're already like 6 drinks ahead.
I might start off with.
Well,
beer.
we're already
These
11
three,
beers.
four.
Yeah, we had
11,
so
actually
good.
12.
It was a lot of beers.
4 plus.
No. we had 6 rounds of beers. So
6?
we're 6 beers deep. So it's
We
time-
also
I'll get a
still
beer.
count how many beers we have.
Huh?
We're still
Like
counting how many
has
beers we have. That's like a
gone
good place to start.
4K.
That's why I said
Goes
6.
2/3
I know.
It
pot.
was more than 6, but I'm not gonna. I'm too drunk.
I don't
to
count
remember.
dinner beer. It wasn't during the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's for flavoring.
Counting
count
drinks
dinner
is
beer.
kind of like.
And GI looks exactly like
It means you're just not
what you would
drunk
look
enough
like when
Yeah.
you play A7 like this. You
I
don't
remember when
really
I was
know
like in high school, and I would always count down to the
where
beer.
you
how
stand
many
in the
beers I had.
hand.
Maybe even throw a 0.5 if you had half of one.
Whoever did 0.5.
People did.
I've only been drinking this year though. I'm still
Super
getting back
cool
in the
people.
swing
That's
of it.
true. He's
So-
got an advantage. He weighs
Yeah.
way less than us and hasn't drank in years, so
He held his own at the club.
That's true.
that's true.
I made
He
it
was the
later
last
than
one there.
everybody.
Do you not hear the story at the end of the club?
He held it
I
down.
told it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hysterical. All that
Makeshift
money
to
gets
answer your
stuck to the
question
floor.
in the chat. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Profitable.
They have already played for a couple of hours.
He's trying to eat his wedding.
Wow. Wow, Kane's been
King
here for
Kalas
5
was
minutes.
on the
He's already dropped
commentary.
bombs.
He probably made all
First
these
half
jokes
of
on
the
the stream
segment.
that no one heard. He has 4 hours of like jokes that he's had. He's like, oh, this was a good zinger. Let me bring up this hand. This was
Yeah.
the line I used.
Amazing.
He's looking out
Freedman
for
once
the
again, 2
environment.
deuces.
He's recycling.
Kasella will complete from the small.
It's bounties, you know?
And Polk will check King 7 in the big.
Like Doug said, it's the most intimidating thing if you see arm down. Then you look at me and you're like, oh, it's not so bad.
Check.
Two red cards. One was even the
It's a good start.
Settle on board.
GI is straddling for 400. Avi Freedman will be first to go here. And I suspect if he has a hand, he's going to limp. Let's see. My premonition came true. Jeez. Interesting that Kalas there decided not only to not raise, but to just ditch King Queen. Kind of shows his approach here to this game. You'd prefer to just be raising or folding when entering a pot.
Where you live? Just outside in Cherry Hill. I'm moving closer to AC pretty soon.
Dream flop for Freedman.
Oh, really?
Limp call dominated with the Jack 8. Not only does he hit his Jack, but he's got 2 diamonds as well. 91% equity.
Yeah, we're getting a spot. We're right in there. To be
Who's
honest,
we?
I don't know the area.
How much?
My girlfriend, me, and my current roommate, Josh.
Here's the check raise to 4K and a snap fold from Kasella.
Have you met Josh, Sean?
I don't think so.
Josh Demon? No.
I thought you might be moving in with Donkey Dan.
No. I think he's undecided if he wants to stay in the West Coast or come back out east.
I mean, he wins so much West Coast. Why would he ever live there?
Hasn't been lately.
Oh, he's on the West Coast again? He's not?
He's been, yeah, for the past couple months he's been on the West Coast.
Well, I mean, besides Vegas.
The West Coast is just
yeah.
the West Coast is just so much better. I just don't really know why people would live over here.
I'm with you.
Oh, sorry, there were people here from.
Yeah.
Oh. Awkward.
They live here and they.
I have a place on both coasts, so Philly area and San Francisco.
Sounds like you have a
Where
nice
you at in
place.
Philly? Where you at?
Action bowls all the way around.
Windcoast, Cheltenham Township.
to
I technically don't make it to either.
Sorry,
I got
Deeb
Memphis
with
and
kings
I like
just
to- I like to
completes,
visit
and
here,
now
but, like,
GI
yeah,
with the
West
snap
Coast
raise
is, like,
with
nuts.
ace deuce off.
It is.
It's just the stone nuts.
Weather.
Where were you raised?
Don't you go over there?
Southern California and Vegas area. But I lived in the East for a bit.
But ain't there so many like fake people out west?
Yeah, for sure. But
Deeb knows that
oh, yeah,
GI
like
is
of course, yeah, no.
GI.
Well, the first thing is like the weather
aggressive,
is like
but mostly just
best.
loose.
Yes, California
So he
weather
chooses to
anyway.
3-bet
And
here for value,
I
3,800.
mean, I guess there are places in the East with no state income tax like Florida.
And he gets
That's
the
pretty
ace
cool,
deuce to
but
come along.
And Seattle on the west. So.
Nevada and Washington both.
7,800 in the pot.
Fakes people
Kings
in the West
versus
are the
ace
guys who, like,
deuce.
start a YouTube channel like trying to promote themselves.
4, 7, 8.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Is that really fake to do that?
Depends whether you make money out
I
of
think
it.
I think you had better zingers
No, it's a
before.
lot of work. I would imagine it's a lot of work.
Let's see the
Considering
size
he was
here
just
from
talking about not having
Deeb.
time to play poker because he's running his business. And
It's like 35 or
decisions must be made.
4,500 there.
Higher, better lieutenants.
4,500 is the
We've got some
continuation on a
lieutenants
somewhat
and
scary
lieutenants.
board.
That makes sense with the way you've been playing today.
Not better, just more. You need to delegate.
Kane's in here like throwing
Yeah, it doesn't look
are you
like he's
seeing
folding.
this?
It looks like he
What
might
happened
be
to
gearing up
Kane?
for
I'm
a
like
raise.
thinking they need a seat.
Did he
I get the
drink-
seat move button?
Did he have like an extra coffee in there?
He was a quiet kid. He's going off.
He's like in the
That's what
booth,
Matt
just like
said,
tilting
man.
his face off or what? He's just like, man, when I get on there, they're
Throws it
gonna
down with
know.
authority. That's not going
They're
to
gonna
do the
see.
trick.
I am gonna verbally bitch slap him.
I'm so good with words.
I'm a word right.
Damn.
It is strong.
Tough crowd today. At least I can take solace in Deeb getting raised in the flop, you know? It's a little bit of solace.
You need to find happiness where you can get it.
It's the simple things.
It is.
It's definitely nice weather. You wake up, you feel good.
Yeah.
East Coast is
so
just
humid
freezing
here.
rain.
Yeah.
You feel miserable.
Okay, anywhere cold, I'm
And
just
the
not
summer,
willing to do.
summer in
I'm not
Philly
willing
was
to do.
not good. The summer in Philly was
24-3
not good.
in the middle.
Vegas
Their
is
AC
people
broke
think.
too, and
It does.
versus
but
ace
I
deuce.
tell people
That's
all
why I
the
live
time.
right near
Ace
the
of
stadium.
spades
Oh, yeah,
heels
yeah,
off
yeah.
here on the turn.
I think so too.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, I agree.
So is that like
I love you
east
too.
to southeast to South Philly?
South Philly.
South Philly, right?
Philly.
Preaching to the choir here, right?
Yeah.
South Philly.
I imagine
South,
Deeb
South
will then
Philly,
check
I've
and
done the
flow
Broad Street back and forth.
over to
I've-
GI.
So I live right near where
And if
Broad
I'm
Street ends on
GI,
the north side, and you live right near where it ends
I
on
don't
the
really
south
know
side.
what I'm
Correct.
doing.
You go get steak sandwiches or where you go?
In Philly area? The one, they added one in the Northeast.
Steve's?
Not Steve's. It's one of the Pasadena's. Now,
about to get
personally,
super
Pasadena's
Philly
is
here.
horrible.
I know, I agree.
You gotta get
and,
gyms.
and I'm not, yes, I agree.
Oh,
Gyms.
Philly, yeah.
Wait, you're from that area too, right?
Or in the
man.
Borgata and in the airport, in Terminal F in Philly.
What is
They've
it?
got Tony Luke's.
Tony Luke's.
I
See, I,
really
don't
like
like Tony Luke's.
No?
I despise it. I think
12K
it's
is the turn bet.
You try
like
to,
dog meat. It's just bad.
you try
What
to
do
port
you
it?
like?
You know what's pretty
Steak
good?
sandwiches.
Is,
Oh,
at
like the Philly
at the
cheesesteak?
Philly ballpark, Campos.
Oh, I
It's
haven't
not
been
bad.
there.
I heard about that. There's a Campo's on Market Street.
Oh yeah.
Real good. I never had the one in the
That's
stadium,
in
but
the
there's a
same park,
Campo's
yeah.
on Market Street. It's been around for 100 years. If it's the same place, but Jim's is the best by far for me.
I like Jim's.
Jim's was good.
Deeb will make
You
that
like
call.
roast beef?
Yeah.
There's a place called Nick's Roast Beef. You ever hear of it?
Guarantee
Oh, yeah,
you
I've been
he
there.
That's the best roast
not
beef
putting
I've ever had
GI
in my life.
on ace
I thought
deuce
for
here.
sure some trolling was going to happen there. You know what I'm saying?
You felt the Arby's coming.
There was going to
Gotta be your West
there
Coast
was-
Arby.
There's going to, no,
Eight's
no.
pair
there
on
was
the
somewhere else
river.
going with it.
Deeb should end up checking again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Jim's.
but,
Jim's
Not
is the
sure
one
what
in-
GI
yeah,
is going
Jim's
to
is the
do.
one in
Not
Copper.
connected.
I
They
hope
just shut them down.
What, the one in Copper?
Yes, all gyms got shut down, but the one on South Street. They used the name, but it wasn't the same.
When I was growing up, we used to go to the Orleans and we used to go out, out to the Northeast, and now that's the only thing that brings us out there
They're
anymore.
closed down. It was in the news and everything.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm there like, every 6th week or whatever, so.
Good hand.
But wait, you should have waited a little longer. That was a little too quick. You should have done one of these. You should have gone like, you should have looked at it, and then you should have been like,
Nodded. Hit the table.
show the deuce, be like, oh, I missed.
That would have been awesome.
Oh.
He'd have turned over the 2 and said, I missed my flush. But I have an ace.
You got wrecked.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go on Shaun's team. You guys are picking on him a little too much today.
He rolled me.
It's a little out carried away. It's like 5-1-1. It's unfair.
He top roped me.
But I was gonna say Volpe saved me Nick's roast beef. It's really good. You just don't want to say it mid hand.
You should have seen the stream with hashtag. That was something else entirely. If you think he's getting picked on today, that was brutal, man. That was brutal.
What city was that?
Choctaw.
From the cutoff, Doug's going to open King 5 of clubs here. Deep's going to flat 8-9 suited.
Man, it feels like that
In
was
position.
like forever ago, but that was in like March.
April.
Now Avi
months
Freedman
ago.
with
You
ace
want a
king
bracelet since then?
should be coming in for a
Finally became a
pretty
millionaire.
big
First
read.
time.
It's great.
Bet.
Well, it was
no,
great.
he just called.
For 8 days.
Okay.
I'll never forget.
2 diamonds on the flop.
Best week of my life.
Deeb pairs his 8.
This is some serious
GI's
people
got
humor.
flush draw. Another weird hand this afternoon on Poker Night in America.
Every other dealer switch. We just do a time out. Like this time it'd be you because it's his. Okay. $100.
Checks through. Deeb now with 2 pair.
I guess not. I wasn't really paying attention. Did he just swap in?
Oh, no.
No, it's when it's every other
coming in now.
push.
Okay.
Yeah, when he
Whatever
comes
his door
in.
card is a 10
Is it when he
round.
comes in? I think we. I don't know.
So every
It's you now? It's now it's him.
every second push, we're doing $100.
Yeah.
Right.
You know how you do it.
So-
Right to flop.
Right.
Looks like Deeb's going to go about
You're a
half
dealer,
pot here.
You got to run well. You got to 1 in every 2. You got
I'm
50.
assuming they're splitting.
Yeah, they split.
1,300.
I mean,
Just
they're-
over half pot. They get a call from GI.
One guy.
5K in the middle.
I got the 100.
You like see this like rotation. You're like, fuck.
You go ahead. I got a
And
time.
diamond comes in. Unfortunately for GI, it's
Where
the
did
10
you
of diamonds, so it's going to be hard to get anything out of
Oh
Deeb.
yeah, but was that you guys putting your feet on the table? What was that about?
We're
we were
wearing
talking about
socks. We're wearing socks.
That's about sock sense, fashion.
Yeah, he was
I'm
making
studying
fun of
GI.
Doug for wearing white socks. And I was
Well, no,
like,
Doug
damn,
called
and
out
then
that
I
people
finally
made fun of
realized,
him.
I mean, not that I didn't
Fair.
know I was
500.
wearing
Fair.
white
True.
socks, but
No, I
Deeb
wasn't making
knows
fun
this
of
is
him.
a
I wanna
terrible
help him out.
over.
He
Can
has
he get
bad
away?
You don't dress too
You
good.
can't go to South
He
Philly
admitted
like
it, so I
that.
want to help
I don't
him
care
out.
about that.
dress
I don't care
good?
about
He's a
that.
young guy.
Wait. I thought orange was fashionable.
Orange is good. If you wear orange with white socks and blue sneakers, I'm going to help you out. You're a millionaire.
I
I'll
only
take
have
care of you.
does make
1 pair of shoes.
The
that I
call,
can wear.
2 pair.
Why?
Because I have like really bad arches.
He's not
and I have
Mike
custom
Postle, he
insoles,
can't
so
get
I want
away
to
with
All right, well, we're going to start tomorrow with the socks. That's our first step.
First step.
I can hook you up with good shoes.
Sometimes
I
you
almost
just
brought
have to
my
be
black
right.
socks with orange on them.
You saw shoes?
And scrub tassels.
Flyer socks.
So
Yeah,
nurse
flyer
socks.
Yeah.
Carl in the chat.
And our company is
No, I know. She was always
is,
complaining about what she hears.
orange logo. So we've got black socks with orange, and everyone in the company wears them. All the customers want them. All the when we hire interns, they take like a box of socks, and we're like, okay, fine. They think that they think they're sneaking around. It's like, okay,
This,
good brand.
how have you not heard of that faux pas? It's as old as time. You don't wear orange with white socks. Timeless fashion faux pas.
I can never keep up with fashion. I also have a distinct lack of chains. I wear no chains. Is that like?
No, just your socks are horrible.
All right.
It's not the bad.
But he is wearing a dog tag.
But I mean,
20-something
is that a
years
dog tag?
No,
Is that a dog
But
tag?
it's a dog
tag.
tag.
It's his
kids, no,
I'm
it's
sure.
my family.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah.
Now you feel stupid,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You feel a little stupid.
Hey, he said dog
I
tag.
was in the military.
He said dog tag.
That's a dog tag chain.
No, it's not.
He said dog
Yeah,
tag.
100%.
And I
The chain
said,
might be docked at the bottom part, not a dog.
Yeah, not. I don't know what's on the bottom part. I'm just saying the chain is a dog tag.
It's a puzzle, right? My whole family has a piece.
I
It
know.
all connects.
No, I'm talking about the chain.
Oh yeah, I don't know what this is. It came with it. Everybody's name's on the back and it kicks.
That's cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Something different, that's all.
Yeah, that's cool.
What color are your socks?
Black.
Okay.
Because I got black shoes on.
And you're wearing orange.
Shoes, see? Black, black, black belt.
All right, Freedman's finally
help
going to
him.
raise a hand here in small
My new
blinds.
friend, I
Got
wanna
two
help
red
him.
kings.
I don't tweet or twit,
facing
whatever you call it, but
a
I'm
deep
gonna
open and a GI
I
flat.
just don't know if I can be saved.
And I suspect this is going to
I'm
get
so
too
all in
caution.
on not giving a fuck. I'm just so all in on that. I don't know.
You'll be going home. I'll send a dozen of socks to your house a week. I'm all black ones soon.
People are gonna be like, "What's up with this?" I'm gonna be like,
He is
Weirdo
never-
guy at the game bought me
He's
socks.
never felt so more owned than the night he showed up at XS and dressed nicely, and Shaun had the Nerf shirt. So he
that was
realized
nice.
that Shaun really went all in on the "I don't give a fuck" look, and he feels behind.
The other thing is, like in
8, 9,
poker, it's
10.
always you see ways up, like commentary.
King's still
playing, anything
ahead,
you do. You don't
but
see like
GI
this.
has
No,
bought
poker
himself
players really
30%
do that.
That's
100%. They wear
yeah.
the same clothes. A lot of them
Flip
over and over.
flops.
9200
Even
in
the
the
ones that
middle.
are great
Freedman
players or
checked this
have money,
flop.
they just if they don't think it's a necessity.
Did not
which is
realize
probably
that.
But I like to look good, play.
Looks
I
like
look good, play
on the
good.
bottom right of our screen, GI is
I wanted to do that podcast.
going to throw a bet
the
out
other
there.
week
Let's see what he's
in my
got.
underwear, but
Oh,
then
underwear.
Phil, I noticed Phil was wearing his boxers the day
2700.
before, so I figured that'd be copying.
I didn't see him do that.
When you guys were swapping it, like
Just
when
a
he
call
was
from
running
Freedman.
power out of his computer, it
Is
looked
it
like he was
underwear?
wearing like boxers or
Playing
something.
kings
But
quite
It's
the
strong.
passively.
It's a strong play to come on a podcast in your underwear on webcam. That's a power.
10 on the
I
turn
know,
goes
so
check,
since he
check.
stole the move, I wasn't going to copy it.
Safe
You
run
didn't
out
notice
for
that?
Freedman.
He was, when he was getting a bottle of
that
mezcal up there.
pot is just
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
that was
fizzle out
amazing.
there.
You want?
Kings,
I love how
Kings,
aggressive
Kings.
Phil is about advertising.
I wish I didn't
points.
get him.
I'd be like, man, Phil, you're like, you really advertise a lot. Like, he's like, yeah, hold on. Brought to you by Kimosabe Mezcal.
I thought it was pretty fun.
It is actually quite funny.
And I don't blame him. I would too.
You gotta pimp it. So the other nice thing about the thick chips is you can stack them higher. For those
Oh,
inclined
tell
to.
me about all the chips you have a bit more.
Wow. A triple
I just
reverse
like
needle.
bigger sticks.
Well, the great thing about when I win your chips is like with this type of chip, you can just go so high. How about that? No, it's just science. It's just science, guys.
Let's see how high they can
Exactly.
go. Go ahead and stack the other one on top.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Larger diameter, better stick. I haven't won many of your chips.
I know. I've been staying away. I know, like. Well, it's not entirely true, but yeah.
Didn't Cali in
You can't
small.
I can't help myself. Can you blame me?
Looks like
No.
the straddle's
Can't
on
help
for
myself.
They're all in
4.
play. All the chips are in play.
Every chip is technically in play here.
Graphics
don't have any
lagging
super
Some,
just a
some
sec.
more than others.
Yes, some more than others. There are some chip reflectors and some less chip reflectors.
Chip reflector.
That's a
Looks like dude
someone that
just
gets chips and gives chips.
Oh, interesting.
completed.
Definitely think I qualify for that.
What's up?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then
I'm a
fold, now
reflector.
Casella's up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
down.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta embrace it.
Never mind.
Well, you don't have
Yeah,
to.
I know
Fold.
you
I
do,
just
especially
I
He doesn't.
Just a bit of a
I choose
graphics
to
lag
Please get a
in combination with the fact that I can't believe dude didn't raise that hand.
Yeah, the Sam Adams Boston Lager. Yeah, just take a Stella.
Actually, everyone knows waters.
You have to remember that Dude McCallie is a reg. He's a grinder.
Thank you.
Do you guys want to do another round?
I'm okay.
You good? Okay. We'll figure out in a second.
Both players miss. Dude McCallie's gonna check back, nut no pair. And he wins it the hard way. Really, he
Damn,
should have
when
just
he
won
pulls
that
the trigger,
pot
he
by
calls you.
raising
You don't pull the
and
trigger,
getting
he's got
called.
I
the
had
ace
five
high.
hand clubs. It
Continuing.
was open-ended.
But this works
I
as
liked
well.
my hand on every street, and then I ran on a street.
Uh-oh.
But then I didn't like it.
Yeah, once there are no more streets.
It's hard to keep betting your draw. But I'm glad to see him calling it down with ace high. Nothing wrong with that.
You didn't believe him, obviously.
Clearly. I couldn't
So
have bet
we
any
are
of that.
still going 100, 200, 400 straddle
I was in
on
the-
a Wednesday
I mean, where are the chips
afternoon.
though, Frank?
Doug Polk, Shaun Deeb, Kane Kalas, Dude McCallie, Frank Kalas, and Avi Freedman. And I am Jesse Abramowitz. You can follow me on any social. Jesse
heads up,
Calls
actually.
Poker.
Are we chopping?
No.
We decided not to do that earlier.
No, yeah.
Not good for TV.
So we'll call the straddle,
We could play a hand.
and Doug will open Ace Jack.
Huh?
I mean, what I'm supposed to do? Not raise
No
good hands
action.
because like
You didn't have a good hand there.
I had a
Queen nine
solid
suited?
hand. No, much better than that.
Queen 10 suited?
Much better than that. Well, not much better than that. Better than that. I ace jack there. That's strong. That's a good hand, right?
It's a good drawing hand.
I had 10-7.
Note the social
Basically, here's the way
distancing
today goes.
behind
The
the
only
players.
pots I win,
We're
Frank
allowing
raises or
one
comes
player
from a pot, and I
currently in the
three-bet him
viewing
with a good hand,
gallery.
he folds. And then it goes, the only times I win. And then I just like bluff somebody and lose, and then bluff somebody else and then lose, and then like Frank limps in, I raise him and he folds. That's like basically.
So you're winning pots.
The only time I win is like when Frank limps in, basically. Perfect. the stage is set.
Let's see what you do this time.
Well, he's got a
All right,
raise now.
I'm gonna check it.
Completes
Oh, wow.
from small to queen 7.
After the
Really
speech.
prefer an open there versus the big. King Jack 6. Doug pairs his 6, goes check check. Bottom pair still good. Check 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 check. Check check check.
See,
Six
this
wins.
is what I do well. $400 pots versus Frank when he limps.
And you 3
Undefeated. Undefeated. You cannot fuck with me in those.
I'll steer clear.
But like the turn check raises. No, not where it's good.
Sonny
Sure,
Wicks
I'll
in the
take it.
chat
I'll
says,
take
I
it.
vote
Why
we
not?
turn off Doug's
Still $400.
microphone.
Yeah,
So I got
true.
bad news for
Half a
you.
sushi dinner.
Doug's only on his
Dinner,
first
as Frank
trip.
would know.
So he cannot have the option to shut off his mic.
So, Doug, if you end up losing for this trip, what are you going to do with your giveaway if it's 0?
I'm
Bill him.
gonna draw.
Invoice
yeah,
the fuck.
You can give him minnow?
You bill them.
Don't give him minnow?
Send him an invoice.
Yeah, you send them an invoice.
For marketing.
People always ask, and I always say, like, why would you think you don't owe me? You entered a giveaway. You knew the rules. It was 2%. So just common sense.
Another limp from Freedman under the gun, 9-10 suited.
funny
Polk
just to do.
will
Send somebody a bill.
just call.
It actually would be.
And Deeb's going to raise pocket threes to 1,200. Just boost the pot up a
We're
bit.
down 120 dimes.
3,600 in the middle to the flop. Jack deuce 7. Pocket threes still ahead, although Freedman does have a gut shot and backdoor diamonds. And he also has 2 overs, but he definitely doesn't know that those are live. All right, Freedman, what are you going to do? You limp 9-10 suited and call the raise. Pretty decent flop, all things considered. Why are you folding?
Like when they enter, like be careful, because like if you're not ready for 2%, don't enter.
Do you want the 2%?
When I first did it, I kept responding like truthfully, and like 4, 5, 6, 7 people asked, and then I was like, you know what? No, you owe me. And then Doug, if I win the giveaway, do I? Oh no, you owe me. And then I'm just going with that now. Be careful.
You should do the opposite. You should crossbook. You should have a contest, you know.
When, oh my God.
Cross
When the
book.
opposite.
Well, how can they crossbook?
You get against me.
We're
I
going to
lose.
find a 1-200 game.
Well, not crossbook, but I mean
Yeah.
book against.
Yeah,
book
book
me,
against.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, if they're not playing.
That's actually kind of amazing.
That's
If I
fine.
lose, I lose extra. Actually, I should do 2 giveaways. One as a book and one as a crossbook. Yeah.
That's just sick.
Kasella, ace jack opening to 700. Defended by Avi Freedman, 6-5 suited.
Check.
3-4-5, a rainbow. Good flop for Freedman. Kasella continues. Freedman calls.
You ever see map reading?
Check.
Yeah.
Queen of diamonds.
Where was he playing?
Check,
'Cause
check.
I met
to
you
the
at
river.
Commerce. Do you remember this? Where I met you?
Boards pair threes. Avi's going to put in a small blocker bet here.
I told you about the Pirates.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember one of the things.
And it does the job. Kasella pays it off.
Yeah.
Just a small $5,300
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a
pot for Avi Freedman.
Sure, I'll fire the
$1,000
board
seemed
out of
reasonable to see the hand. I
Yeah.
didn't want to wait 30 minutes.
Yeah,
You gonna be there?
Nah.
that's right. We're impatient people. Information has value.
Not the way some of us use it.
Well, he paid for everyone else to get information.
That is true. Thank you, Frank.
You're welcome.
Stu McCallie under the gun here. Sporting the orange Armani shirt and the orange tan. he bumped it up, but graphics lagging. Yep, ace jack.
This watch ring
He
combo
just
is
called.
Just amazing. It honestly is just amazing.
It's gangster.
It's something.
No, he didn't. That looks like 700.
It's got like a medieval feel.
He really needs to keep that like long term.
I don't know about that. It kind of blocks the wedding ring.
Yeah.
It's
No,
basically
but
eating
you
the
can
wedding
wear
ring.
it on the other hand.
Yeah.
There's no way Freedman
It
raised
used
his
to be
pot
like
to
the day that I
700.
got married was the day my soul.
He was doing the graphics back there.
The skulls embody my marriage.
Jack 9 Trey, bottom pair for GI.
Snakes infect the
Straight
corpse.
draw for Freedman and Deeb.
Oh man, good times on poker night.
The flush draw, the graphics are going bonkers. Hang with us. Top pair for McCallie.
Are we ready? We are ready. I check.
Are you talking to yourself?
Thank you.
Checks through Deeb with the queen high flush. Welcome the Sage MTL in the chat. Thanks for joining us today on Wednesday, October something,
Well, it was going to be
2020.
Oh, I see.
Playing 100, 200, and the optional as many straddles as you'd like.
Now it is my turn, and he looked at me. So it's very.
It's
You
like
don't have to wait for the dealer.
It's
now it's your turn.
It's like he knows where the action's going to be.
Yes. Amazing.
It's almost like it's a clockwise.
Almost.
Like in order. Also, that button were the theoretical starting point of all action.
Can do McCallie get away from top here? Bet is 3,100. Good fold from Do McCallie. He is pretty snug.
All right, take one down.
Thank you. Still doing better than you today.
He actually wanted to like play it to
I
the
say
river
one
and
nice thing.
slow roll
I say
someone.
one nice thing. There's one moment, and he just like counter punches me in the face. Just one thing. I'm like, nice, like you won one. Good job, Ed. And he's like, yeah. You're down $35,000.
I didn't know the amount. I actually thought it was more.
It was.
No, it's okay. When it gets here.
Don't worry, I'm around peak low here. Right around, right in the vicinity.
Peak low.
Yeah, I'm just stuck. The normal
Not-
kind
not-
of stuck.
not- you're not up
There's
stuck.
no up stuck or down
You're not
stuck.
peak
I'm just
stuck.
stuck. It's the normal.
Peak down. Oh, no, you're not peak down.
It's the
Not
classic
yet. When
just
it
down.
arrives, I will.
It's the classic.
And folds around to the cutoff. Deeb, ace jack.
Whatever
He's going to open to 600. GI will call with 10-8 suited in
You
diamonds.
jumping in here?
And Avi Freedman with king queen.
Ready to play? I'll take the mic if you want.
Do McCallie getting good odds, but bows
I don't know
out.
if we'll allow that, Doug.
No, I will.
He'll play a little bit tighter than you. Probably a little bit better.
Ace 8-5. Top pair for Deeb, little piece for GI, middle pair, backdoor diamonds. Deeb continues. GI will certainly have to defend at least once.
No yawning.
No, oh, sorry, I wasn't allowed to. I didn't know I was
Too
gonna.
early.
No yawning.
What time is it? 9? I guess
You
it
can
is
yawn.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you
Goes past
for allowing me to yawn.
Super yawn.
Strong.
What?
That's strong.
It's like Chewbacca.
You don't say. Frank, really on point. It's getting later. Frank's still shooting straight here.
Scotch.
It's the scotch.
That helps.
Hey, you know who you sound like?
Only another.
You're not gonna
I swear to
believe
God.
this.
I swear to God. Sounds like Chewbacca, right? You know, now that you mention it.
Looked like GI was leaning towards a fold, but he will
More
make a
alcohol
stubborn
from
call
cheering.
here
R2D2.
with second pair. You need a 10 or an 8 on the river. It's a 6. 6 of diamonds. Scare card for Deeb, that's for sure. If you were to consolidate GI's range here, Deeb should be pretty concerned. 9K in the middle. Deeb has gone bet, and now checks. It checks through. Probably very happy
You
to
gotta
see
knock
that
off the
check
super
back.
spread early enough, so we're not yawning tomorrow.
It's my toughest thing to
When
do.
did the game end?
I don't know. I left at 1:32. No, I left 1, played PLO. So it was going till at least
4 a.m. at least. I think.
Oh, you went and played the PLO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty strong decision. At like 2:30 in the morning when you're playing on poker night the next day.
It seemed a little weird.
It was a strong decision.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I hear Mercier crushed you guys in the Super Stud.
More
did
main
well.
blinds.
Sorry. Unlike a normal day, Jason was wrong.
How much do you want? 100?
Wouldn't say that on stream. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Whatever.
Check. King high.
That's
You
the
have,
nuts.
you have the nuts.
All right, what are we doing next round? You guys drinking still?
Sure.
Sure.
Are we
It'd
going
be
back?
silly to quit.
Are we going back to beers or?
Yeah, probably.
All
Well,
right,
I
we'll,
think, right?
we'll take another round of Stella. Yeah. Thank you.
You're a foreign beer guy, huh?
Well, round of Stella and
I
Brooks.
call it
Meanwhile,
Belgian beers,
Deeb
yeah.
Yeah.
over the straddle is going to open Ace King to 1200.
Cannot?
No action.
American lager all the way.
Acceptable raise?
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Good. Like, literally the best thing I've done.
GP27 in the chat says, "Is this live or a rerun?"
It's very exciting.
I don't know.
People,
You tell me.
Everyone's ahead of my best
European
thing.
look
They
at
think I'm German.
Yeah.
You have opened on my
That's what I
straddle
would
like
have
a
guessed.
ridiculous.
If you hadn't said anything
Yeah.
and you sat
But
here
you,
and played
I
for a
mean,
minute,
you
well, you don't play like
generally
this,
good, generally good hands.
The worst thing I had was 5.
When you hear me speak, though, you can tell that I'm from
It's
America.
just really funny when like every time. I'm
Yeah, it
straddling,
seems like
you're opening up and down. I'm like,
somewhere in the middle.
I don't think I have an Oklahoma accent.
No, I just like somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere between Cherry
So
Hill and
GI
San
here
Francisco.
in the hijack's going to open Queen
Oklahoma's
Deuce
pretty far
suited
south of middle.
Yeah.
Is it?
to 700.
Geographically?
I think so.
It's one state below. I think
Holds
geographically.
through
700.
to
What,
Doug,
Nebraska's in the
who will
middle?
defend
Yeah,
Ace 10.
geographically of the 48.
check.
I think.
I would
Checks
consider
dark again.
Oklahoma in the south.
Would you?
King 8
Well, it's just above
2
10.
clubs.
Is
Nice
it central?
flop for
It's
Queen
not
Deuce.
Central America.
It's
Although
like
Doug does have
between 2
the
and
ace
3
of clubs
two-fifths.
there. I don't know if he's
Because
going
it's
to
just the
fold to
top
just
10.
one bet.
But
Nebraska, Nebraska's
when they
definitely the
separate,
center of the 48 states. I'll wager money.
I don't know.
when they separate the United States into
So
little categories in the hemispheres, Oklahoma is considered in the south. It has to be.
It was 900.
I thought
right?
it was
Or
more
1,000.
west.
1,000. Okay.
Like in
It's
know,
like
sort
the
of
Midwest,
frontier
technically.
time.
Oklahoma's in the west?
Well, no,
Midwest.
but like
Well,
yeah,
there's the second nut flush for GI. He's going to check.
I don't know.
Maybe give Doug
I
a
know it
free
didn't
chance.
exist.
I'll be
in the
willing to
Confederacy.
wager on that. I'll be willing to wager that Oklahoma's in the south.
Doug has second, nut no pair.
There's one state
With
south
the ace of
Is
clubs
Texas in the
blocker,
south?
Yeah, but
but
Texas
this
is
is
pretty
just
big.
hold'em.
yeah.
I mean, that's true, but we were
Would
talking
you
about
consider Nebraska?
But the point is,
Gonna
Texas
fire
is also
and
west.
Get raised. It's
Nebraska's not.
Almost.
But Nebraska's only like 40 miles north of Texas.
Nebraska is Central America.
Yeah,
But Oklahoma.
I think Oklahoma's more central than.
Oklahoma's.
I left my phone on. My
Well,
apologies.
we were talking about accents. So go to Oklahoma. Do you think you're going to get a Southern accent or a Central America accent?
So let's see.
Well, I
Does
mean,
GI come in for the
Oklahoma was
raise? What did
originally
Doug bet?
populated
If
for
Doug
naval
overbet the
bases.
pot, I could understand just a call, but
So was
it
every
was about
state.
2/3.
No, I think that's when they were relocated.
Sorry, Hawaii. We've talked about Hawaii.
It was
Sorry.
called
No, that's
Indian
Native
territory
Americans
before
too.
it became
Really?
a state.
Doesn't
Native
matter.
Hawaiians.
Snap full from Doug.
I mean, all the Indians from like the East Coast got migrated forcibly to Oklahoma. So, I don't know.
What do you think, Doug?
I think
Let's
it's
take a look
actually
at
an
our current
interesting
ship
question.
counts.
It's like it's,
Well,
it's
guys,
actually pretty
these are
close, I
just
think.
the amount of
Maybe
chips
South
they
and
have.
Central
It's not
America?
their
don't really
profit
think
or
of it
loss.
as
What
south.
good is
I have
this?
middle-
I don't think of it
Can we
as
get a
south.
new chip
Like
count?
the western
I agree
part of
with
it is like cowboy.
The hell am I supposed to do with this?
You think it's in the West?
Yeah, I think.
No, it's
because
definitely not.
Texas-
That's a
No,
no,
it's-
it's not. It's not West. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I grew up in Texas, but I lived
Texas
in
is the
Memphis.
West, right?
When you live in Memphis,
No,
that's
Texas,
Texas.
Texas is the South. Texas is the
Yeah.
South for sure. It's the. I mean, it's what either the most or second most
Mostly
southern state.
south, but yeah.
Technically, the most would be.
Texas is a little bit west of the
Right.
center.
Yeah, I get. Well, but it's Texas is
Maybe.
wide, right? So
Texas is what?
wide.
It certainly
I
is
mean,
wide.
the west part of it is certainly under the west. The east part, you drive to New Orleans. So
So Kalas is
think
open
I've
here
ever
at
heard anybody
1300.
tell
When
me,
you
no, no,
look
Texas
at
is in
the
the
opening
south, it's in the
ranges,
west.
That's
what that
yeah,
chart
it's
looks
pretty
like,
ridiculous.
6-4 suited from the cutoff.
I don't think it.
It's
I don't think
just
it-
the very
yeah, I don't
bottom
think it's Southern Cowboys.
I
of
think the South has.
Well,
a
they
the
do
different
good
consider
players'
themselves to be in
opening
the-
range. So
the country
Kalas
of
with the
Texas,
very
so it's
bottom
almost
of it right
Texas.
here.
But connotation aside, it's like either the most or the second most southern state.
Whiffs completely.
It's
So he's
actually
going to need to
third,
bet at this
Third,
pot.
because Florida,
And
California,
Deeb just
no
says bottom
Texas.
pair.
No, California is not.
Florida,
No, get out of
Florida
here.
and Hawaii.
Get out of
Hawaii.
here.
Oh, Hawaii.
Florida and
Yeah.
Hawaii,
Oh.
technically.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Let's just like remove Hawaii from the discussion for the time being. I don't think.
Second
I don't know if we're ready for that. We're still
We're
getting over Oklahoma.
But he actually
It
checks.
is a bizarre argument, right?
It's really close.
He's deciding that he thinks he can win it with
I guess I
one
should've
bet
just
on the
said
river.
Nebraska, and then we wouldn't have had an argument.
Yeah, Nebraska is definitely not south. I guess I would say it's.
But that looks
it's
like a
not
little
Bet, Sean.
in terms of
blocker
it's
bet
like
up
closer.
200 from Deeb.
But in terms of geography, I would say that it is. I think that's a pretty fair.
Texas is on the borderline between the west and the south.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you get
here's
country
another
western? You're
interesting
going to get
question.
country
What do you
western all over
consider
Texas.
Florida?
Florida's in the southeast.
But is it in the South?
Florida is not considered
Florida-
part of the South.
Right.
Right. I would
Because the
consider it part
South
of the
is
southeast.
traditionally, I think, the Confederate
Idiots.
States of America. No, I'm just saying. And that's just what I think. I don't. And
Wow, you're really alienating.
I
some
think
viewers
of more
here, Sean.
culture.
Whatever.
Like what's
Everyone
Southern
hates me
culture,
as it
what's
is.
Western culture. I just don't think of
Could be.
Oklahoma as Southern culture.
Folds around. Casella's got 2-5. That's
Which
certainly
isn't
open
all
bowl.
plantations and, you know, it's
The king queen
So is
suited,
Missouri in
or as our
the
good
South?
friend Stapes
It was
calls
not
it,
a
queen.
well, St. Louis
was
is
a
a
border
Midwestern
state.
city and the rest
Just
is in
calls.
the south.
What about
I think you can
Mississippi?
go either way.
Let's not
You
even
can
Mississippi
do that
South.
or just call.
We can agree
Yes,
on that.
Mississippi is south.
we can agree on that.
Right.
Ace
St. Louis
10
is
6.
Midwest.
Alabama.
What about Tennessee?
Yeah,
Not south.
Tennessee's in the South.
South.
Is the south.
There's
Okay.
ace.
So, but Virginia?
South. West
I
Virginia,
wouldn't say
south.
Virginia's the south.
Well,
I would
Northern
say
Virginia.
Virginia was the
South
capital of the South.
But it's not
No,
18
today,
whatever
culturally-
anymore.
Well, hold on. You want
South
to talk
is general.
accent? So Northern Virginia, Reston, Herndon, Dulles, DC is north. But you go to the second half, then it's pretty southern.
Isn't Bernie
in-
Sanders from Virginia?
He's from
Vermont.
but that's
They have
Oh,
Jews.
they start with the same letter.
So they now allow Jews in every state in the country. So.
Wait,
And he
who's
definitely
who's
has
the
a New
politician
England
from
accent.
Virginia then? Was
Jim Webb was
Kane?
the one that ran for
was
president.
Kane from Virginia?
I don't know.
Clinton's
Clinton.
running mate?
Was that? They were.
Tim
I
Kaine.
can't even.
Arkansas.
I mean,
He's from Virginia.
Oh,
I really don't know where he's from. God, the VP picks for both candidates in the general were just like so goddamn vanilla. It's like, oh wow, one really quiet white dude from this state, and then this other really quiet white dude from that state. Wow, that's they're really mixing it up.
The question is,
Notice they were pale in this election.
who's more electable against Trump on the Democratic side, Michelle Obama or Kim Kardashian?
I have to think about that. People are quite dumb, so probably Kardashian.
It's a tough one.
I don't understand how the Kardashians are a thing. I mean,
You win.
I don't really understand.
Sex tape.
But like, I mean, I don't know.
Plus, she's a great businesswoman. Hundreds of millions of dollars from an app.
Not debating that. All right, it's time for aces.
Yeah.
Right about that time. You know, some nice aces.
Those you guys in the chat, where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you from?
I hope I have threes and flop quads.
I can't say I'm rooting for that.
Thank you.
I don't think I'd slow roll Frank. I respect Frank.
Yeah. Just kidding. That was nice. I like that.
I'm just kidding.
The sneaky cash to chips.
Where is
cash to chips mechanism? Check.
So both Freedman and Deeb hit the 8. Freedman, of course, with the ace here.
Check again.
Checks through on the turn. Ace now on the river. Freedman improves his 2-pair.
And then?
And just the modified mini slow roll.
He's too well trained in the art of the slow roll.
Looks like we've got UK, Canada, South Wales, Maryland in the house. Also New York tuning in. George Kaplan in the chat says, how old is this? I don't know, George. Byron J says, can I be a contestant? Well, the short answer is yes, because anytime you log on to the Poker Night in America app, you sign in through your email, and your email goes through to a list. Whenever we do a sweepstakes, we do a random shuffle of that list, and we give you a call if you're chosen, and then we give you a seat on the show. If you recall, on Poker Night Live, we had 2 or 3 different winners. We had Tommy Zalahi that gets staked 5K here at the Seminole Hard Rock in a game with
where they are?
Doug and Shaun and Jennifer Tilly.
Wait, you got one and we didn't?
She likes me more.
What? I ordered 3.
You know why? He's got black socks.
No,
She got white socks.
No.
She's racist.
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
Don't make this about white versus black, okay? Let's not even. Let's not go down that route. Socks, of course.
That's weird.
I ordered
That's
3.
from earlier.
I 100% ordered 3. Oh, it's from earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought
From
I'd fucking
dinner?
get it. From before dinner. It's very
Oh.
warm. It's not very good.
Oh, I got you.
Nice warm beer.
I just wanted to make you guys think that she liked me more.
It's the emergency beer.
That's every way I can slow roll I can.
Sounds like a great life.
The slow roll in life.
With Shaun Deeb.
Living
Action
it up.
pulls all the way around to
Yeah,
cut
I
off.
like,
GI,
I like to make
ace
people feel
9
good,
should
but
open
then
here.
eventually I crush their dreams.
Don't you do
It's
that
not
for
'cause I
every
don't-
upswing member?
It's not because I don't like them. It's just who I am.
You don't ruin someone's life. Why do you have a life?
Here she comes, all right,
To
guys?
promote
You
joy?
told, here she comes.
Here
I
we
told
go.
you got
See?
lost or kidnapped. I was saying she can't get kidnapped in here. You got security.
Replay.
She just hit someone over
So
the head with
open
one
to
of those bottles.
700, 2 calls.
Get called out by Kane for not drinking. You gotta protect yourself.
GI with the hammer lock on this thing.
Okay, I'll get the next
I
one.
think it's my turn. I don't know.
Somehow
Wait,
bottom
is there one
pair.
for you too, or?
He won't feel like he's got 94% equity. Now he will. As 9's pair on the turn, giving GI trips. As action continues here, inside the bubble. Poker on a Wednesday in October 2020.
What's up? Right after
Oh,
you
yeah,
when we got
next
at the
time.
table. He came right after you when at the table.
Oh yeah! Oh my
He
god!
was had it all in his
Swinging
mind,
punches.
right at you.
Whew. Got the full list of Doug jokes ready to go.
He's out. He had like 4 of them.
That's it. No more.
We
We're
gotta
done.
have another
It's too
one.
quiet after dinner.
It's too quiet. Yeah.
After dinner.
Thank you. Ken, did you reload some? Or?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you think Kane? Have you seen aces yet? No.
No,
Of course
I
Kane
haven't.
reloaded.
I just wanted to know how much the damage was going to be when he gets aces.
Yeah.
What the damage before? Like this is like unbelievable. You open my straddle like every orbit. It's like that time of the orbit, trying to open Doug's straddle, and then you're like, oh, then you have ace king or aces or tens or like. This is gonna be a real light one. It's been a real spicy one now.
All right, we're gonna go 4 ways to the flop.
All right, let's get him.
Opened onto the gun over the straddle, 6-5 of hearts, dominated by
Come on,
Kasella's
guys.
queen jack of hearts. Everyone's got suited connectors except for Polk.
You sure that's the order?
I'm pretty sure that deuce didn't go in the middle.
Board is about as dry as possible
Well, Doug pays
for
this
deuce Deeb with the only draw.
You check.
I did check.
Okay.
It did check.
It wouldn't have mattered if it was in the middle or not. It was me either way.
Ace on the turn. Still, the only draw held by Deeb. Kasella's queen high, the best hand. Deeb's finally going to stab at it, and barring just a click back, he's going to easily take this one down.
We just gave it to him.
Good draw.
I had a much better heart draw.
Reasonable one. You had a much better heart draw.
I did. I had queen jack of hearts. It didn't do any good.
Biggest bluff of the day, I ran.
Oh,
Was
here's
it?
another
Remember
chip
that
count
sick-
that doesn't
remember
tell
that
us
sick- we
who's
gave it
up
to you.
or
Remember that
down.
sick
Oh,
bluff where
thanks.
Deeb
A
checked back
seating
flop
chart.
at the turn? Whew. I didn't know he had
Guys.
that in him. I didn't even know he had that in him.
This tells us nothing.
You were right. I was light that time opening.
You were like that time.
But you picked up a live read and then you just pulled the flop so quickly.
I mean, I had 9-6 in a 4-way pot.
We folded the turn, sir.
I don't know if that's the live read spot.
It checked around on the flop.
Looks like
We'll
Deeb
have
forgot to straddle here.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh.
Nice battle. Versus
Sylvan Kearns says Shaun Deeb, great player,
I don't think
horrible
Kane's in your side, he's just
personality.
not attacking you. It's different.
I actually would argue with
knows
that.
You're an easier target than me.
He's a pretty nice guy.
I'm trying to avoid attacking him since he joined the biker band.
Nice.
Heads up.
We still have training wheels.
He got
Check.
on me about saying Oklahoma. So.
Doug checks
was a
dark
flop, I think.
again. Binks his
I wasn't
10.
looking for that one.
No, it
Just
wouldn't
the,
help 5-6.
sorry,
But it
misread
wouldn't have
that.
kept you from betting.
Avi hits his 10. Doug has flopped a nut straight. Time to build a pot. So a raise and a call. 8,000 in the middle now.
What kind of sizing do you guys like here?
What was it? 6,200?
Looks like 6,500 or so from Doug. That's what he likes. And a snap call from Avi Freedman.
I wanted to order some Council Oak. Could we make that happen?
Yes. There wasn't enough food for you? Oh, did they close it already? Sorry.
I need to see a Council Oak menu. Thank you.
20K in the middle. Doug going for 3 streets of value. Does he go like 50%, 60%, or does he go like 1.5 pot? That looks like
30.
more than pot.
34.6.
How many monies is it?
44.6.
It's got to be 30. Wait, no. Yeah, 35, 36, 36. That's a big bet. Polarizing his range to exactly what he has or straight up nothing. 34.6 is the bet. Avi finds a
I
fold.
thought you were ripping over the Jack 7 so bad.
We'll find out tonight. The stream works.
I had it.
You had the bluff?
I had the goods.
The stones?
The stones.
That would have definitely been the bluff of the day. Had he not.
Say goddamn.
That's all right.
Two fives for Kalas here. From the cutoff will open. Looks like 1,200 once again. Two jacks for Deeb. Just a call. I think most of the time Deeb is 3-betting there, but I think he wants to keep GI in the pot, possibly. Also, he's out of position. I'm sure some of the time he just wants to fly with jacks. There's a set for Kane Kalas.
Check.
Deeb checks over to GI, just as a gut shot. Backdoor spades, but just the queen. 5,200 in the middle. Is GI gonna donk at this? He is. GI will
How much is that?
3,400.
stab. Both he and Kalas right around 100,000 deep. 3,400 is the bet. I'm sure Kalas is thinking that GI has to have some sort of good hand here to lead out like this. Maybe a 2-pair type hand. Something that he's not going to fold. So I would expect Kalas to make a pretty significant raise here. Maybe 11, 12K, something like that. You almost forget about Deeb there. Sitting with jacks, now seeing a lead and a raise and a pretty quick and very much correct fold from Shaun Deeb. Ditches those jacks. Well done.
Okay.
Well, GI, you've made this bed. 8,600 to call, just a gut shot. Facing super aggression from the pre-flop raiser.
No, I only had the nuts, Frank.
Time to fold.
I just had the dry nuts, if you will.
Nope. I had a feeling that you got lucky in the dark jack there.
Well, I definitely got lucky in the dark jack.
Because I had a queen, so I got a, I had a bet, but
This feels like a
queen 10,
fourth
so I
and
had
long.
to
This is going to be a punt.
catch up. So would have been a very dramatic all-in if I had caught up and we'd drop it. So drawing
Yeah.
good shot, not what you want to be doing. But
Yeah.
sometimes you get lucky in the dark bet.
Is GI going to level
Actually, it seems
himself
to happen almost the same amount.
into another raise here? It kind of looks like he might.
I sized my ever bet. I was like, how much am I down? And I was like, okay, 34,000.
He clicks it back.
You know. That's
oh shit! Sorry, big
24.
24,000. Playing it like he has the straight up nuts. Repping 7-9 and pretty much only 7-9. But would he lead out with 7-9? Or would he have checked? Now this hand is probably making little sense. Kane Kalas is like, how often are you leading into me and then putting out another bet?
I'm actually gonna go use the restroom as well. I promise I'm not.
Just a call from Kane Kalas. Figures that if he's beat, he's way behind, and if he's ahead, he's got him crushed. So to the turn, oh my god, the 7 on the turn. How is that rewarded? Poker is a brutal, 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 heartless game. How does that happen?
Yeah, I think he has it covered.
GI snap shoves. Now it looks like he doesn't want to call. Like he doesn't want it. Or maybe he figures this is the best way that a hand like 2 pair would try. I don't know what this is. What hands is GI repping? Called pre-flop, he led the flop, then 3-bet the flop, and is now shoved the turn with 4 to a straight on the board. Kane Kalas having a tough time figuring out what in the world the player known as GI could have here. It just makes so little sense. Presumably, if GI had a set also, he wouldn't have just ripped this turn. I imagine that's what Kane Kalas must be thinking. Wouldn't he just check if he had a set of 6s, 8s, or 7s?
Y'all being serious?
Yeah, we're being serious.
Just the biggest pot of the night.
We're on the way back in, right?
142,000 in the middle.
Go ahead. I'll see it after the
Kane
hand,
Kalas
sure.
wondering what kind of combinations of spades that might be available for GI. Brutal, brutal turn. There's the call.
1 or 2?
Kane Kalas, very classy, doesn't really react.
One time.
Says once or
Put your
twice.
cards in.
GI says just once. 196,000 in the middle. Here comes the river.
Yep.
10 outs for Kalas. Gonna need the board to pair. Dealer really milking this. It's king of spades. 196,000. Kane Kalas says, I'm going to need a reload. Chips now. Tell you, everyone else at the table is
If you need
pretty
chips,
happy to
just
see
take
GI
that
win
back.
that pot.
Okay, yeah. If you could just give me like 20 or something, then
Yeah,
I'm,
sure, yeah.
I'm playing with 100 total.
Here.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, I knew that 34 felt like a.
I
you were
haven't touched
down.
anything other than these shit.
So how much? You're,
She's behind you, right?
all right, so Kane's on 100 total, and I have 20 more behind.
Sure.
Here you go, so it's not.
Sure, yeah, thanks. So we're on the way
Everyone
back to the
looking at
table. And
GI
Frank
now.
goes, and Frank looks at me, he's like, man, it's a long day. Really reminds me of work. And I'm like, Frank, we've been drinking and playing poker for like 4 hours. Like what kind of tight ship are you running over there at the business?
Yeah, give me one. I'm going to do 100. Give me 1
I can count on you. We've been playing since longer than that, though. Right?
It's been
like
Friedman's going to limp jack 8.
So just 4.
Yeah.
Kane Kalas is like, is that just a call? Yeah, Kane, where have you been?
Race to 1100.
Kane's going to, I think, just call. Unless he put in 2 of those. Couldn't quite see.
Thank you.
He's got 2 10s. I'm guessing he raised.
3 race to 5,000.
So he made it 1,100.
So I'm playing 100 total.
And GI, did he call or raise? Graphics, let's go! It's a 3-bet to 5K. GI on a bit of a heater here.
These might not last too long, Doug.
I'm gonna...
10K already in the middle here, going to the flop. Ace, Queen, 7. Well, it's not going to cost Kane Kalas much more. GI hits top 2.
You have enough? I have 50 also.
Yeah, I have enough.
10K and a quick fold from Kalas.
Dave, your marker's fast.
It was 4, right? I just got it.
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
Got 5,000 on Doug. It was paused like, what was that for?
All right, here are the chip count. Why
I
are
gave
they
them
just the
50.
chip counts?
Everyone knows.
Tell me how
Everyone
much
knows.
they're up or how much they're down.
But everyone noticed.
He looked like he needed a little help, so I just hooked him up. You know?
Just busting balls
We're friends
here.
before. I know he'd do the same.
I know, he would.
He would come in laughing from the bathroom when he gets stacked in a 200K pot. Yep. Same friend.
Well, we thought the hand might be over. We were just talking.
It's a fair assumption to think that hand would be over by the time we got back.
Yeah.
2 kings now for Kane Kalas.
700.
We even washed our
Race to
hands. I
700.
mean, we were gone a while.
He's
Together?
catching a lot of cards,
watch
just
each
in the
other?
worst way. Casella
Can't
suited
two bros just go to the
4-3.
bathroom
Too
together?
tempting
Is
to
that not a
fold.
thing?
Got to get in there.
It is legal in
Now
most
Doug,
states.
ace queen. That looks like 3-betting chips. $3K is the 3-bet. Kasella's like, you son of a bitch. I have 4-3 suited. I just really want to see a flop. Kalas now, in all likelihood, gonna come back over the top with a 4-bet. Maybe 11, 12,000, something like that. What's up, everyone in the chat? Thanks again for joining us today on Wednesday, October something, the 7th, maybe? I don't know. 2020. We are streaming 100, 200, and the optional straddles. Here comes the 4-bet from Kane Kalas, fresh off of losing a $200,000 pot with a set. Went small with this 3-bet actually, 8,400. Thinks Doug might be a little bit wide. Wants to give him a little extra rope, either to maybe just price him in or leave him room to get creative, maybe put in a 5-bet.
Pero cuando sea el 7, yo sé que no tiene la cuestión que va para la gota y lo
I don't know.
quiero es sacarlo, no quiero color, no quiero desgracia. ¿Entiendes?
Does Doug have any 5 bets with ace queen off?
Hay que jugar.
So Doug just makes the call. 17-8 in the middle.
Ah, bueno, es que todavía no pueden ir para un solo lado. Entonces yo de la otra le saco a Q y le empiezo a echar.
9-6-3. 2 kings, still way ahead.
¿Ah?
See what kind of c-bet sizing Kalas goes with. Looks like you can't see it in his stack. Maybe he's waiting on chips, but he is 86,000 behind, not just those chips that are in front of him.
Ah, bueno, tú sabes. Ellos nada más. No, pero que tú sabes que yo medio ligando un poquito.
What's up, Frank Jones in the chat? CM, Crucibuyer 12, Clevin, Duanije, Zach Stevens, Chad Hoffman. Thanks for joining us.
8,800.
8,800 is the c-bet. A little under half pot. And I suspect this should get it done.
Oh, were you trying to add 20? Because now you've added 20.
Oh yeah, I'll add 20.
Okay.
I'm adding 20 if someone wants to let
Doug
go.
added 20.
Yeah.
That would have been really shady. You called up and was and I'm like, I don't think that 20 is in play.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been. Oh yeah, yeah.
Great wipe there, guys.
Congrats, Kane. You finally got your aces.
Yeah, it felt like queens. That's what I vote for.
Bade making a light flop flip, but you don't float the guy light who just got stacked for 100K.
Yeah.
Like, no, he won't put it in.
Polk now, 2 aces. Makes it 600, 3x. Straddle not on GI. On the button. Looks like he's going to call it the small chips with ace 4. Sorry, king 9. Avi Freedman, 7-5 suited. A more reasonable defend. And do McCallie priced in there. So, wow, okay. King, Queen, Jack, 2 hearts.
Wait,
I'm sorry. No,
that's okay. I'm sorry. Well, I'll check that.
Mistake.
No worries. No worries.
McCallie top pair up and down. GI top pair, gut shot.
I'm
Doug,
sorry.
the best
I checked
pair.
because I thought
has
that,
to stand.
I
Gut
thought
shot
that
as
stands.
well. Also holds the ace of hearts.
Okay.
600, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. No worries.
You
We're
guys
good.
gonna
We're good.
stab?
I know watch the card for the chip.
It's all good.
Do the bone and ribeye. Medium rare, please.
I don't fault Doug here for proceeding with caution. Just check calling with the overpair. There are a ton of hands that obviously can have aces beat here.
Lobster mac and cheese.
A lot of combos.
And that's it.
Check.
Yeah, of course.
Is GI gonna fire again? Nope, he does not.
No, I'm good with this hand. Thank you.
Doug does have the ace of clubs blocker. Is he going to be able to find a value bet here? I think he will. $4,500. I think that McCallie is rooting for GI to call so he can just muck that king 10. Now, do McCallie forced with a decision. Both hands really under-repped. well, somewhat for McCallie. He knows holding that 10 that it takes some combos away from Doug. Ace 10, 9, 10, etc. Could be turning Jack 10, Queen 10 into a bluff, something like that. Just less likely.
Aces.
400 short.
Yeah.
He only put 4,400 in there.
Knew that he was probably
He was
behind,
100
but
short.
just couldn't figure
He
it
put
out given the way
4,500
the
and
hand
he
played
put
out.
100 of it back onto his card.
Aaron Green says, make the call, Jersey Shore. Yeah, dues a regular at the Borgata.
What's up?
Zach Flop you wanted?
From
Yeah, I was
Philly
like, please,
originally.
Queen Jack. Yes!
Maybe even correctly, I'm not sure. But if you're a Northeast grinder, you definitely know Do McCallie.
This game has gotten lively lately.
Kane joined. I mean, he always has
Lively
action.
and
As the
quiet.
Action Kane.
Yeah,
They always say Action
the
Kane.
chips move and the table is quiet.
Insane Kane.
Bottom set. What does he think that is?
Bottom set.
Hasn't he been watching the stream?
We like to call it fourth bet set.
Fourth top set.
Fourth.
Damn, I wish I did that initially.
That would've been really good.
Fourth bet set. Fourth top set. I don't know.
You guys are mean.
You're the one who brought it up.
You can't come into a table just berating everybody and not
So I
expecting
think
to stop.
this
It sort of
one
works that way, right?
Sure, he's really happy. Really
limps into the straddle. Kalas would rather raise a 6 and just check it. Manages to outflop Freedman and allow McCallie to catch enough of it that they might be able to build a little pot here.
16?
McCallie has to call with a hand like that. 2 backdoor draws with middle pair, especially on a board that hits him more than it should hit Kalas. And that diamond will probably shut down most of the action here.
The hands are slower.
Queen of diamonds
Well,
on
we've
the
had some
river.
huge pots.
Good stab from McCallie.
Like
But
the
it
average
gets quiet, you gotta quiet.
Whenever pots get intense, it gets more quiet.
Yeah, you always feel awkward breaking the silence. It's like once no one talks, like mid conversation it can go, but like oh, do I really want to talk right now?
I came back and he'd put Kane all in on the turn, and I was like, am I gonna tell my story making fun of Frank in this environment, you know? But you aren't gonna believe what Frank said. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to do that.
Well, you know that Hand's making TV, so the story is going to be public.
I'll tell you what, it is definitely making YouTube.
How not to play bottom
Insane
set.
Kane.
100 KD.
Insane game.
Yeah.
This is a great lineup we've got here today.
Fourth best set.
Fourth top. You watch,
Doug.
I'm gonna make the title fourth top now just for this.
I folded.
Miracles happen. It must have been quite bad.
Shaun Deeb noting to Doug that he has
Oh,
finally
maybe
folded
like Insane Kane might open it.
on the gun facing, well, during Shaun's straddle. He previously raised like
That was
4 in a
a very
row.
well done image play.
Thanks.
That's going to pay off a lot in the future.
Sorry, Matt said you were super tight.
So we got a bunch of limps here. Looks like we're going to go 5 ways.
Tables
That's
eating
what
the
happens
chips.
when Shaun doesn't open. The poker just devolves.
Did you have it in that hand versus me?
Could have.
Have you played with Kane before?
God damn it. I'm gonna do this.
All right, so who's got a piece of this? I see a gut shot, and Doug is up and down. checks through. Queen's pair of the turn. Ace high, currently the best hand. But I predict Doug will win this pot because he should be betting here.
3,200. That's a pretty big bet.
An over bet.
When he bluffs, he likes to do it right.
34,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought with the aces too. Didn't work out too good.
Honestly, guys, I just bet pretty big.
Just what I grabbed.
I like to grab a large amount of chips and wager
reached
them.
for chips. That's what was there. I threw it
Yeah,
out.
that's why that's what they're there for, you know.
Our editors are clearly having fun with the wipes there, as you
I
see.
had 5 high, so I'm pretty sure he was
The various cuts.
I had your 5 high pretty
Page
well
peels,
dominated.
fades in the
Safely
slides.
dominated.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe Shaun isn't straddling to 400.
No, we did last.
Hoping that the players to his left, the recreational players,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that's why it
are more
confused me.
likely to get involved.
Yeah.
Get an extra tip. Extra half tip. Oh, that's a great tie.
Oh, thanks.
I bet you have black socks.
He looked at Doug and it was shame when he answered that.
Like, this is becoming like my hair. I'm always gonna do it just to spite people.
Or you're too lazy.
Deep under the gun, 9-10
This
suited.
is not like a real
Good for an
lazy
open.
haircut. Maybe like that or something, you know.
GI
It's just like,
I don't think that's on the chart for callable hands there, but nonetheless.
6.
Laziness isn't like hair gel and like, oh, that's like.
Kasella will hop in with
All right, I'm
King
actually
8 of clubs. Got
knit it up here.
has Deeb suit dominated once again.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you now, though.
Okay,
Defend our
that's
lines
good.
with honor,
All right,
okay?
that's good. I'll do what I can.
5 clubs already out of play. Now 7. It's ridiculous. Deep goes half pot. Kasella just calls. Nice turn card for Deeb. Little does he know that's exactly what he needed to hit.
Cash is fine.
Any other club was going to cost him quite a bit. 2,100 or is that 2,500 and a snap call. Pot up to 9K. No club on the river.
King high.
It's going to go check, check. Kasella didn't really consider stabbing.
Wow. Good fade.
I wasn't likely to win that one. Very likely to lose a big one.
Good fade.
Very true.
Doug, you didn't defend your honor.
No,
If you're late to the broadcast today, one of the common themes throughout the afternoon has been that the players are noting how bad Doug Polk's socks are. So
That would have been ugly. A little ugly. At
That
least.
actually would have been really ugly.
I would have lost nothing over.
Huh?
we're learning that Doug has no sock game. Players have volunteered to send socks to his home.
Put it in the muck. $1,800? 18.
17 didn't work, so 18.
Cut off. Kalas goes 1,800, King Queen.
Standard game.
It's good to make
He's
those
Martingale.
Martingale. Increase your open by like 8%.
So Martingale, I guess he has to open to 100,000.
The fractional martingale.
The fractional Martingale.
Integer Martingale.
Those in the chat, are you guys familiar with the Martingale theorem / strategy? Pertaining mostly to blackjack. It's doubling your bet no matter what to get back your losses. That's what they were referencing there with Kane's larger open. Meanwhile, GI defends Jack 5,
Feels
suited
like
in
it.
hearts, and outflops King Kalas.
So, ready for your 400K?
You're thinking that I want to like brick and then like have to beg.
Small continuation and a call.
It's
9
like
on the turn.
500K buy.
GI checks again. Will Kane
Yeah.
double barrel
Confirmed.
or check through? He
Can't be
does
out yet.
check through.
You can't, no, you can't.
4 on the river. If GI checks here, Kane may want to rep the ace and go for a bet.
Five.
That actually just went check, check. I guess Kane figured he had some sort of showdown value.
1900. Might be an even 2 be your bet. That way you don't have to verbalize anything and give away tell it you're weak.
True.
Or you could do the negative mark and go like 16.
How else do you can get even?
Flopping 4th set when someone has 5th set.
Congrats, Doug. You're no longer the biggest loser in the game.
Thanks, it feels good. It actually doesn't feel that good.
Actually, you're the 3rd biggest. I mean,
3rd biggest.
yeah, Vito.
That's right.
Oh.
I'm around, I think, 40 down. I'm down.
GI's the biggest one.
Had the biggest hands.
Kasella, ace queen, opening to
Straight
600.
flush.
And straight flush. He won high hand. for the game.
Kaboom! Straight flush.
Yeah, how come we don't count for the high hand?
Straight flush is a good place.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat that one.
It's a healthy
How many
place to
poker nights in
start.
America do you have to go through before you beat a straight flush?
I don't know if anyone's had a royal yet on the show.
Huh?
No one's had a royal any time I've been on it.
Have you seen a straight flush before?
Yeah,
You
couple.
have?
Yeah.
A 2-hole card straight flush?
Yeah, I had one of them, I think.
Yeah?
I think one time. I play a lot of suited hands, so.
Yeah.
Very
Have
likely.
we
Yeah,
had
because
a
the rest of
flush
us
on
fold.
Poker Night in America? I'm not actually sure. I can recall several
Down
straight
30, so it's
flushes.
basically noise.
Your giveaway.
GI
was
hit one
really good.
earlier in this
Yeah, we're
session.
having giveaways worth minus 80.
No, 600. Oh.
700?
700. What do I know?
Wow, are you kidding me?
What?
You just let it go? Oh, you were guessing his raise size?
No, he was saying the giveaway's worth 600.
Oh, I thought he was trying to raise.
Kalas opening to 700.
No, you said
Poke with
30K
ace
down.
queen off
Your giveaway is
again
2%.
in a 3-betting
600 is
spot.
that, but I'm assuming you were going with a number that was bigger from some of the thing. I'll shut up.
It's like 3,500 or 25. Not as good as counting chips as I used to be.
I thought what happened there was he was about to
And
raise.
King
and he
Kalas
would
makes
have
a
600
disciplined
and
fold
raise,
with
and
King
he
10
went,
suited
"Oops," and then
facing
folded.
that.
No. There's a calculation.
I see, okay.
Yeah, I was responding to what you guys were talking about.
Oh, thanks, graphics guys. In
So you
case
can
you were
hear
wondering
this
what
whole time?
seat each player is
Since we were in the
I walked
bathroom?
away for a moment.
Oh.
No, I got one.
And the chip counts. Not up or down, profit or loss. Just how many? How many chips? How many monies? Relative to nothing.
It is like kind of amazing to be commentating the game for like a few hours and then jump in and immediately play the largest pot of the day, like by far. You know what I'm saying? You got you like sat there like, man, I wish you could play. Get in there, immediately playing a massive
$200,000
pot.
I would love to have a set right now in this game.
These guys are playing
Well, we
so
both
laid
called
back.
Kane's like, five.
If I could
Five.
just,
Yeah, lead.
If I could just
I got
fold bottom set or flop bottom set. Boom.
I mean,
or fourth best set.
I mean, like,
Kane, you got very unlucky that hand. Some other things went down.
the flop get raised.
He check raised.
No, he
24.
bet.
He led. He
Oh,
led.
that's right.
I raised. He re-raised 2x.
So yeah, 24K.
So you got just pwned. He's got owned.
I think that's one of the hands when Kane watched on TV, he's going to be even more tilted.
Steve McCallie makes
It's gonna be
flush
tough
here
when I cover
with Jack
every
deuce.
100%. It is so good. Oh.
Mikey
How did
in
the
the
other
chat
70
says graphics. The meatloaf.
The
That was
turn.
a card
Exactly
we
what I
missed.
was thinking every
shoved the
time I
turn.
said
You
it.
just shove, open shove
Yeah.
the turn.
I was probably going to yell the meatloaf
Yeah,
next
I
time.
saw that part.
Have you met Insane Kane?
I've met him.
Look.
See, that's what we needed.
Kevin Cross
what
in
we
the chat
needed.
says the
Like
dealer
he
looks
was rooting
like
for you to
the
fuck the
UK
button.
snooker players Mark Williams
Whenever
or
there's a
Barry
cooler spot,
Hawkins. It's
Deeb is always on
uncanny.
the right side of it.
I wasn't going to say
or
that
tries to be.
because I have no
Kings
idea
ace-
what you're
Kings
talking
ace two,
about.
man.
Respectfully,
Kings,
so.
ace, twos. Oh, that wasn't a cool. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
That was an ace on the
Oh, what
floor.
about the trips versus?
You said oversetted that guy today.
Yeah, really.
He's
Yeah.
on me today.
Unbelievable.
I'll happily trade the results of all the hands we played.
Unbelievable. Some people, you know.
All G is thinking is you guys play here every day.
Every day.
You guys are supposed to be the pros. Come on.
Nah, man.
In my home game, you guys big fish. How often do you get to play poker, G? How often do you play poker?
Yeah.
No, how often? Like once a week, 2 times a week?
Not a week.
I actually 20 table online.
I got you. Not too much.
I got you.
He plays more than everybody else put together. Definitely more than Doug.
Once a year, I played with him 2 days ago. That's a lie.
Play too much. Play more baccarat.
Mystery continues. We don't know anything about GI.
A game you can beat baccarat.
We don't even know his name. Who is he?
Fun.
GI just calls King Jack. Kasella in the big. Polk in the straddle. Ace Jack again. I think he's going to get a call from both players here. Or was it Kasella who raised? Not entirely sure. It must have been Kasella because here he is continuing on the 8-5 deuce 2 spade board. Polk will ditch the King Jack. And I think GI will probably ditch this too. Little pot for former WSOP Player of the Year, Frank Kasella. Gamer J in the chat says rerun question mark.
Why not? Get back to. I know you'd still be up.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Am I talking
I'm
to
adding
you?
30K more on, guys. For 200 total now. I'm at like 170.
Smart you wait to the big blind to do it.
Goddamn live pros, man.
Kevin Cross says,
You-
is this
I've
going
gone
to
to
be a
the
regular free show on
wanna be
YouTube, guys?
GTO
It's
and-
really entertaining.
I'm not out here trying to get
Our
every dollar.
YouTube channel
I was
is
like,
you're really not
always
trying to get
free.
every dollar
I
in
need
this
to
game.
have 30K more, and I
We have over
Made it happen.
800 videos,
feng shui-
hundreds of live
the feng
streams,
shui of his,
and we will
stack
keep
is
pumping out whatever content we have. We still have episodes of Season 7 of Poker Night in America that have yet to air because when it came time to record the on-camera segments where Hanson and Stapes are doing their intros and whatnot, that was right around the time COVID hit hard. So that taping got postponed. So there's still plenty of episodes that are going to be voiced and will air. Whether it's on TV or on some various streaming apps on your smart TVs, I'm not sure, but we'll keep you posted with all that. And while waiting for that kind of stuff between streams, we've gone ahead and put together a bunch of compilations as well. Recently, we posted the top 10 worst sessions ever on Poker Night. So anytime you saw a table where someone just got absolutely crushed, we took 10 of those sessions and kind of counted them down. Like who got fucked the hardest, whether they played poorly or just ran bad or a combination of such. Who just had the worst
He just
session?
wanted to spite me
Oh, is
by
that what it
going
was?
higher. It
Okay.
was 100%.
Oh, I get it.
If he was
Now,
off
first he
kilter
added
or-
100, then he added 200, then he added 300.
I got
That's
you,
18 plus 3.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure the way that it works is when you're down 100,000, you get to decide what you make. I could be wrong, but I think that's the way it works. And look,
he got it. It worked.
To the victor go the spoils.
Such kindness.
God, what a bunch of dicks.
You can't even win him 40K.
I mean,
it won't stop now.
You think? Oh my
Kane,
God.
Kane really opened the door.
Oh, he did open
Kane
it.
did
Right
open
here,
the door.
chip
Yeah, I
count.
came right in.
He definitely.
Thanks for nothing,
There was
guys.
a flurry. I was like,
The
oh,
Doug does have
Jets.
800
Jets.
bigs.
Like, rocking the
Players
Jets.
are pretty
Oklahoma,
deep.
right out of the game.
Damn, I ain't a geologist.
Oh my God.
Kane, your father taught you really well how to smile when you're really angry to look good on TV.
100,000 later, everybody's breaking his balls down. Hey!
Players remarking
friendly
on
game.
how well Kane Kalas
Needle,
is
needle.
composed
So
here at
friendly,
the
it doesn't
table
matter how much
after
you stack, people
taking some
needling
bad
you.
beats. For those of you who don't
How
know,
much
Kane
are winners?
Kalas
You
is
just
a
get needled. It should be equal
long-time
opportunity.
But the winner should get
voice
needled.
of
That's
the
standard.
That's true.
Needling, like, we need to
Philadelphia
give this guy more
Phillies.
shit.
long, prominent career in broadcasting.
Coming in, pillaging the good people.
He had a couple hours of
How many
fame.
more
He
boats are
had-
you
he
going to
had
buy
one-
after this session? How many more boats? 2?
Not even one, man. Boats are
Attack
expensive.
Kasella, got shot for GI.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah, I do remember.
He knew it was
The
It worked out okay
the
for
straight
him, but-
flush is when it all turned around.
Yeah, good job, Frank. You set him on
Sorry.
a tear.
Or you're welcome. However you want to look at it.
Only one person would. Only one
Ever said
person will
that,
thank
you're
you.
Oh man.
Bobby
Yawning.
teasing us
Yeah,
with
like
his
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca
Let
yawn.
me see.
I'll be impressed
He
when I
started
hear the
yawning?
R2D2 yawn.
He started yawning and then he changed into the Chewbacca in the middle of it. So
It's
like,
the same thing.
Is it the same?
Did I tell
thing?
you in the summer how my nickname as a kid was Chewbacca?
Yeah.
But that's because you're just large. It's because he he can sound like Chewbacca. It's a bit different.
No, it's the same thing. It's a yawn with a gargle.
Thank
that's
you.
all.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Good.
Interesting.
Throw me your. Show me your winner. I have ace high. That's nuts.
You raised this onto my book. Okay. No, that's cool.
Why wouldn't I?
No, I get it.
I had an ace.
I understand.
So you have him beat? No.
No,
Literally
I
didn't have me beat.
I did not have him beat. Did not have him beat.
He
No.
just thinks I'm Kane and need to be slapped around a little.
At the table when I came to the table, it just doesn't even matter. Huh?
Those were not my words.
You guys
those,
love the carnage.
Those were not my words. And and also, Kane, wouldn't you rather have it be like no matter where you are, it's the same? Like, Kane, it's really great playing with you. You walk away like one fish. Can you believe that guy?
Can you believe he dumped it all in with
Oh man.
Fourth top set.
Gamer J in the chat
Fourth
says,
top
pretty sure
set.
I've seen just about every poker video on YouTube.
You know, I may be under
Everyone's getting
under
needled.
normal
It is
circumstances.
open
I
season.
feel the same.
Under normal circumstances, I might maybe would have gotten away, but in my head, I just heard Doug Polk saying like, "You have fourth top set. You have fourth top set."
You know what? Is it wrong? Is it wrong to be an optimist? Is it wrong in this cruel world for us to be, for someone to be an optimist?
No, normally I'd be thinking like, oh, there's a 4-liner on the board. Your hand is shit, but no, fourth top set. I had the fourth top.
That's
one.
wrong. That's wrong.
Well, there was almost nothing that could beat that.
Kane, I
On
think
the
that's
5,
the
6, 7, 8,
biggest
9,
pot I've ever
or
seen you
5,
play.
6, 7, 8 board.
Yeah, you weren't around back in the Rail Heaven days, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I guess I meant live.
Hey, Kane,
Yeah,
does this
live.
hand look
Yeah,
familiar?
yeah. I think those are the same suits.
I know,
too,
that's
yeah.
why.
Did you just
10
only
holds
play
here.
that the Needle Cane afterwards?
I was-
if
I wanted to
fold-
make sure I got
if
the
can't-
showdown.
I can't show him the Queen 9, but if I raise, probably.
Be honest with
Sean
me.
called off
If I
1800,
opened that
this
pot
is
and you defended, and it came 5, 6, 8, and you led and I raised, would you put in the...
Yes. I mean, I would assume the 7's coming. Because I know that with Torture, the exact same scenario went down twice. He would blame the dealers.
That might end my poker career if that happened twice in a row. The exact same cards.
I think you would. I don't think you would play this
Poker's not
casino
for
ever
me.
again.
It's not for me.
I'll stick to crypto.
You know
Your
what, though?
Seminole career, at least.
You know what? Honestly, if you in poker, if you just run epically bad in like 10 of those spots in your life, it can be like the complete difference between having a poker career or not.
Well,
it can be the difference.
I know of like 4 tournaments, 4 exact all-ins I remember clearly that if I didn't win, I would have like never been a poker pro.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like tournament guys way more than cash guys.
For
but
sure.
There's been so many times like you just got a bug or you like went on a tear, you were like losing motivation, you had a big win and like, or someone else did well and like brought you back in. But it's like so easy to like, you know, fade out of poker.
Yeah, it is, man. It really is. Although, Deeb, honestly, you've like crushed like everything you've done pretty much in poker.
Did I miss something? Did GI get up and leave?
Dude,
Staking got crushed.
Okay.
Live tournaments got crushed.
Really? You got crushed my
You made up.
No, I'm still down like over $1 million lifetime in live tournaments.
Really?
Yeah, I lost so much for a while. There weren't even 25Ks back then. I lost a lot.
Before the high rollers.
Yeah, I just every 10K and 5K I just bricked. I mean, I always punted, but I was convinced that I did run bad and play bad. It was a very bad combination.
That's hard to overcome that.
Yeah.
Casella's going to open kings here. Polk just defends.
You always crushed online, though.
Calls with
Yeah, I like
tournaments.
never had like a losing week.
GI
or month
not at the table.
Like every single week that you'd be online, be like, oh, Deeb won this tournament and that tournament. And who was that guy who always got second? Derek 8 or something? You like always.
He's
he's
filling me right now so hard on Twitter for this ring.
Alright.
I beat him in. This guy beat him in like the tournament leaderboard online, and like he thought he was gonna beat me, and he just was drawing dead. Like as soon as I tried, halfway through the year, he was done. And like that
But
was
this
like his
happened
only
several years in a row, right?
No, me and him only battled 1 year.
Okay, gotcha.
But I won it twice in a row.
For you guys in the chat asking about the Mike Postle lawsuit, there isn't really the right. The courts don't have the power to enforce that type of quote unquote obvious cheating on the casinos. And now Postle has turned it around and is now suing a bunch of the accusers, including Veronica. He's got a GoFundMe going.
I remember like everyone talking
Bill Perkins has agreed to pay her legal fees just out of the kindness in his heart.
It was actually the last buy-in level. I won a tournament
With
on.
Postle
Every other buy-in level on Stars I'd won.
suing everyone, that opens up the discovery process.
Yeah, well, but I made it on the table like 15
we might
times.
have a new ending to that story. We'll have to
was
see.
the best player, I would hope.
I would hope in the $3 rebuy you were the best player.
But like, it was really sick.
I mean, like the bar is pretty low, but it's not that low.
So when I like was getting wealthy, I would actually stop playing the $5 and $10 rebuy, but still play the $3 rebuy because I love that tournament so much.
How many entrants did they get?
12,000. It was massive.
The $3 rebuy was actually the first online tournament that I ever like went deep in. And I
Must
was
be.
like,
I mean,
I was so
everyone
pumped.
played it, yeah.
I was so pumped. I was like 18 years old. I was like, this is gonna be it for me. Like my career starts here. I'm like second in chips with like 200 people left in the $3 rebuy, and then I just got like 60th, and I was just like devastated. I didn't win the tournament.
Unfair.
Little did I know. Yeah, but you know that first time you run deep, you're like, oh, you just win from here, right? Like this is just like what, not always the case.
It helps. Well,
1800.
Used to
Casella's gonna
online.
turn
then people
fourth
could do
pair into a
whatever,
bluff
play
here.
a lot of single table satellites, you know.
Deep's gonna
Back,
just snap it off.
10 years ago, a lot of people would make it deep in a
These
tournament.
two
never
play a
played
lot
single
together,
table,
you can tell.
Never played single table satellites before they got there. So unless
think
you
you're
until
probably
you
betting
get
me
deep,
very thin.
they were never at a final table.
Oh, so if it got
so
short,
you're
they
still
would
gonna
not
right.
know.
They wouldn't really.
If
know
you guys want to
that.
catch up with what's going on with the Mike Postle
that's why
case,
tournaments,
Wired
heads up.
Magazine,
Normally, the
which
other
also
person
has an
can
online
heads up.
site, did a tell-all with Veronica Brill.
that's it.
She goes
You
to
need more than that.
Oh, I do? Then I
Angry
lose.
Pollock on Twitter.
Not whoa.
They chronicle
that
the
was
case, and she's been updating everyone with the countersuit or the slander suit, whatever he's throwing at them. He's also suing Doug. He's
If you
suing.
bet 3-bet him, just like
I'll have
Jeremy,
to pull
did,
that
almost
up.
the exact same board.
Gotta get it
A little
right.
bit different, but
He's
like
suing
still
a
the
ton
wheel,
of people.
the wheels, the threat. Would have been pretty
There was no
outstanding.
votes on that one though. It's not.
I thought you had a deuce. So when you said
I
that,
raised under the gun on Doug Straddle.
that's beside the point. The card you have was.
I'm used to it by now. I've accepted
Yeah,
it.
come
We're
That was
moving-
king queen suited.
we're
Another
moving-
legitimate opinion.
I'm moving on. You can keep doing
That
yours.
one was legitimate, but you literally have raised under the gun on his straddle all but once.
I think
Twice.
twice. I think there was
Twice.
there was also.
I had 9-3
to give credit
suited
where
and-
So it's
credit's
hard to narrow the range down. It's not like a 2 was completely out of the
due.
question.
Yeah, you're like.
He was always putting on bad hands. I don't know,
I
it was
You
didn't
don't
you
always
bad
have bad hands. You just work in really bad hands for no reason sometimes.
You're the one that said it.
No, but if there's a 4
When you said you're value betting me really thin, I
also
thought,
suing ESPN.
yeah, I am value betting you really thin.
They had Scott
so many
Miller
betting my
doing
thin.
They were too thin.
a 3-minute breakdown
Sometimes it is too.
You were gonna be in
when
trouble.
when
I didn't want you
when
to flat. I wanted you to.
what's his
you know,
face Poppy
You wanted the business.
Just me,
his
I was
deep
almost
dive.
there.
Yeah. I didn't want to make a decision on the.
Also suing
server. I wanted
Todd
to do it
Whittles.
twice and
Yeah.
let the equity figure it out.
And not be, you know,
It's a shit show and a joke. Hopefully the right thing comes out of this.
We've got straddles going.
They've been going pretty regularly in a few spots.
More than 50% for the 4.
I appreciate all Doug straddles. It's the only reason I'm winning this game.
No problem.
Just that spot.
I'm just here to put your kids through college.
19.
I don't think you realize how expensive college is going to be by the time my
I
kids
know,
get
it's
there.
taking a lot of straddles.
By the time you
Kane, just
get
go
there, it'll
too,
be
man.
free.
Stop finding your fucking perfect
What are
bet.
you talking about?
Maybe.
You're not going to have to pay for college by the time those boys get there.
You think it'll be free by then? I hope so. Shit.
Too much open sourcing with education.
Yeah, I
Kim
guess, yeah,
Kardashian will
online.
be
But wait,
president. Kim Kardashian will be president. She'll
How
make
is
college
Uncle
free.
Kerry supposed to make more yachts if he can't put people through college?
I thought he sold his business.
I'm just trolling Kerry.
Okay, so the people named in the
Taking advantage of
countersuit.
Very well.
So Mike Postle, after getting off, getting away with it, is now
People
suing
you don't get the same degree.
Veronica Brill, Joey
Well, no, they
Negreanu,
just allow people to
oh,
Baralabov
absolutely,
Vulgaris.
you can
If
learn
you guys
for
don't know
free.
him, he's an amazing Twitter
you know,
follow.
look, in tech, you don't need a
Daniel
degree.
Negreanu, Doug Polk, Bart Hansen, Jonathan Little, Phil Galfon,
But you also start your own company.
Look at you, you're working for
and
the value
ESPN.
of a degree across the
We just make internet
The
go.
balls on this guy.
Break me off a piece of that.
I'll just like more, you're a dick.
Oh, I must be getting more drunk because I found that way funnier than it should have been.
Because you've been singing that in your head and you finally,
Dude,
I'm going to go for it.
Okay, get the man a wasabi Kit Kat bar.
A wasabi Kit Kat bar.
Wasabi from Japan.
25?
25. They've got. That's their specialty in Japan.
Okay.
Is they have 20 different strange kind of Kit Kats.
Yeah, they love Kit Kats.
Interesting. I mean, Kit Kats are good. I just haven't had one since
How
I
can you
was
make
like.
25 different ones?
Because it's wasabi.
It's just like a chocolate bar. You know, they have
caramel
like,
and-
yeah, hazelnut,
Gotcha.
like, you know,
Yeah.
almond. They just do that.
It's not just like milk, dark and white, like we have here.
Tip pot?
Yeah, tip pot.
Just right here is fine. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like GI is back.
Should we get another round here, guys?
Doug asking if we should drink
We get
more. I
another-
think the
we
answer
get-
is
Yeah,
there's
no.
only
We
another
should.
hour.
Whatever Kane is drinking, he's up the most. He must tip for the drinks.
No, I don't want to drink whatever you drink.
Well,
Pick
one
one
for
Gamer
him.
J,
Thing, our three sells whatever
Haralabos.
he wants.
Yeah, do you want to drink?
He was always like a friend of
Okay.
the Huff and Stapes
Wait, so you started
podcast,
before
and he
us,
played
gave
on
us
the
shit, and you're
Poker
still
Stars
on it.
big game. And I think he took a job with the
been playing a lot of pods,
Celtics
really
front
don't
office.
Okay, that's true.
Everyone
That's the
knows
last hour
him
to drink.
from his revolutionary sports betting algorithms.
Oh, I
Missed
thought you
it.
meant that Oklahoma thing.
Nope.
Where you have to quit serving at 2 a.m. or
Yeah,
whatever.
no.
Not the Kane Oklahoma thing, but the Oklahoma
Yeah.
thing we were talking about last
Yeah.
time.
I was playing a 08 tournament a few years ago. That's not a sentence I say too often. And
You lose a bet?
all right. No, I just like wanted to play 08 for some reason, and I got in there and,
Wow.
and I ran pretty deep. Actually, got 11th in it. It was
This is online or live?
live at WSOP. But anyway, we were at like a really LOL table. There was tons of drinking going on. Like everyone at the table was getting a massage at certain points, and then like we had like
Everybody?
I mean most people. There was a lot, not actually the whole table, but there was a lot of massage.
Doug likes to exaggerate.
That's fine. I was just curious, like how many people.
There was a lot of people. Anyway, the point is, Gordo was at our table,
I love Gordo.
and it was
Who
like
doesn't like
Gordo and who else was there? Well,
This is a
whatever.
10K
Anyway,
weight?
the point is, so Gordo like got a drink, and he hadn't been drinking it for like 45 minutes or something, and then all of a sudden we realized that like everyone had been drinking, but he had been like not drinking at all. So then on the rest of the day, we nicknamed the nurse. Yeah.
Gave
the
him
nurse.
the what?
We nicknamed the nurse.
Oh, okay.
The nurse. Yeah, it wasn't a very good story.
I guess.
It was better in my mind. I guess I'm associating like how fun it was at the time, and then like I told the story
Sometimes
in the
things
middle.
are
I'm like,
much
this
more
is probably
fun.
not going to be
Yeah.
a very good story. They can't all be winners.
You tried. It was good.
Your stack proves that.
Right off the top.
Cheers, dude.
Hey, I can't just pick on Kane. I gotta also pick on you. You know.
It cuts deep.
I've had a bigger downswing this game than you have, though.
And that's, of course, what everyone cares about. What was the largest swing you had in the game?
Yeah.
People will often ask you, what was your largest swing last night?
What's your handle?
How volatile was your session?
Yes.
The usual.
The classic questions.
2.5 standard deviations.
That sounds like a Star Trek number.
900.
Oh, Tom Schneider was there too.
Tom.
Yeah.
He was
and he was like going nuts. So we
I
nicknamed
wish
him
that
the
we
Cannon.
had an ability to
think the Cannon,
ask
yeah,
the guys who
it
are
was good.
limping what's up with the limp strategy
interesting guy.
here.
He, on a lot of the early shows, me and him played some absurd pots.
Oh, you used to play in this?
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He was like
How long?
one of the best for the show. Like he would just do crazy stuff, funny antics, his jackets. Like
It's much
he did a lot
easier
of
when it's a
talking.
10K buy-in.
It was 5K then, like
Oh,
5K,
5K,
5
yeah.
to 20, but he splashed.
What like, how long has PokerNet been going for?
Literally since when I got married. So
How long have you been
4
married?
years.
4 years ago.
Wow.
To be honest, I only knew about PokerNet starting like a couple of years ago. So.
Well, it took like over a year from the first filming for it to get on TV. Like the Master Slow Roll was the week after I got married.
Wow, what a great week for you.
One good thing, one bad thing. It balances out.
Oh, Matt's not that bad. By the way, shout out to Deep's wife who's watching right now.
Well, I like telling this story.
The skull eating his wedding ring.
Yeah, she. So we did like a golfing clip that trip, and like we all played golf. The first time I played in my life, I was awful. My wife went, and she was awful, and there's just a picture of her like I think running across the green with a beer can in her back pocket. I think she like fell or something, and we find out later that she's pregnant. So I just want to remind everyone that she was drunk on TV, you know, while a couple weeks pregnant. Bad mom.
Ooh, that's not nice.
Shout out to Deeb's family.
You'll be sleeping on a couch tonight.
How about that?
I have my own bedroom. I planned this in advance, okay? The kids have taken over the bed.
700.
Yeah.
Hesitant to
But
call
the
the
oldest
action
likes
now
sleeping
because these
in my
stories are
bed,
pretty
so
funny.
We usually split kids. Works out well. Gives her a little break.
From both of you.
Well, here's the issue for Doom McCallie. I was going to say he's going to get no action when he raises because he's been so passive, and he kind of channeled that and just called. King 5 deuce. Dude checks to Kalas, who will c-bet 1,000. And Doom McCallie just calls. So far, this is being played perfectly. He hasn't put a 3-bet in yet, so it would kind of.
So this time it's you.
We'll do
It's like the
next
alarm's
day.
off.
Oh,
He
I
did
like
it.
the way that works for you. That's good.
That's only you were
Checks
waiting
again,
for
will
5 to come
Kalas
up.
I've
free throw?
honestly,
No, I wasn't. I just didn't
I've
think
been in
about
this spot in general,
Take
and
the
normally
free
when
peel, or
someone
will
review
he
the board it's on,
fire
but
a second
I
bullet?
can't see the problem with that.
Guy got shot to
I've
the
never ever
nuts.
been that.
Really?
It's always next hand, yeah.
Okay.
You apparently don't do
He doesn't
any
want to
time
bank
calls.
on that.
I
He's
love poker
gonna
that much.
You
put
must be
out
right.
2,100.
He's busy running a business.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's be honest. Attempting,
CEO to CEO.
attempting to run a
CEO to
business.
CEO.
Hey, I'm CEO of multiple
Running this
companies.
business
Snap
all
check
day.
again.
All he's been doing is drinking and playing cards.
And
That's
Kane
part of
checks.
running a
Hey,
business.
hey, and tweeting. That's the
Hey,
main
wait.
part.
Someone had aces and it wasn't Kane.
Promoting the business.
Aces are a great hand to have, I think.
So they get credit.
Who had aces?
Yeah, I think I'm CEO of more LLCs than you.
It's possible.
How many do you have?
Well, I'm not sure what the exact breakdown as to upswing is, but then I also I'm working on something I don't want to say right now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, it's
I actually found that being CEO of many things is less productive than being CEO of one thing.
Oh, I
That
do
actually
no
makes
work for
sense.
any of it. Yes.
That makes sense.
My wife is taking control of at
I had a
least one
bunch of
them.
friends a few years ago who were like, it's really cool you can do all these things, but maybe you should pick one thing and focus on that.
That's why I play poker.
Yes.
I'll let her do all the other stuff.
Dude, Black Force for
She's
D.
more of a
He'll
people
open a
person than
6.
me
GI
anyway,
right
so
behind gets in there with
A lot better on
5s.
phone calls.
Oh, yeah.
My turn.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, that steak looks awesome.
All right.
King Kalas, 2 aces.
Those are both
Thank you.
Gonna have to hide a smile here, as everyone's been making fun of him for having aces.
You can take that warm one away. Thank you.
What
actually, these are all fair.
sizing
Thank you.
should he go with?
3,500.
3,500 goes pretty big.
counting is so bad. It's like count my stack like 7 times, and then like on the 7th time, I realized it was a different number than like the last 3. It was.
Got 120, 140, 150. Does Deeb want to set mine for 2,900 more? I think he probably does. Sandwiched by 2 health stacks. GI definitely gonna get in there.
Is that what you got?
Yeah, it's like 167, 168.
Yeah,
Not entirely sure.
It's in the range.
I'm pretty sure it's 160.
Well, you're in within a half percent.
All right, here we go to the flop. 10,600 in the middle. Ace in the wow. I was gonna say ace in the window, but followed by the 5. Top set versus bottom set. It looks like Kane Kalas is going to get some revenge possibly on GI.
It was sick. I've had aces twice today, kings once, jacks once. It's been good.
Had a really good
Ace
flush
king a
draw
bunch of times.
opportunity against Steve.
Yeah, you didn't capitalize though.
Well, he hit a bear on the turn.
People aren't going to be like, hey, remember that time where Frank didn't hit his flush against Steve? That was amazing.
2 checks over to GI.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
He is probably loving this set of
It felt
5s.
important to me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Goes 5K, half pot.
Damn, that steak Kane got looks like amazing.
Tomorrow, I need
So
one of
look
those.
at that
Bone-in
Think of it this
ribeye.
way.
How
Earlier,
about
when Kane had a set,
Just like that.
How
and
good
then
does that
check
steak look
raised,
like?
Plus the onions on the
or
side.
rather
and
raised
Brussels on the
GI.
side.
GI stayed in there with just a gut shot.
Amazing.
He has a couple.
So I think Kalas knows that he can
I
raise,
feel like G should take it because he's taking everything else.
and he'll probably get called by
New rule.
everything.
If food comes to the table, G gets your food too.
Yeah, it looks like King
We need to
just
order
called.
right though, so we have time for dinner.
The way they should service, you better order a 4 for 7.
Exactly.
10 of diamonds. Kalas checks again. Surprised he didn't go for the raise on the flop. I suspect if GI bets here, and I think he will, that King Kalas is going to put in a big, healthy raise.
What's about?
Looks like 10K. 11. 10. So 30K in the middle. How much should Kane raise? What is he putting GI on? So does he know that it doesn't matter because GI is at the top of his range here with a set?
Instead of the horse racing.
What's on ESPN?
Football game.
Preseason or
Jackson.
CFL?
Yeah, preseason. NFL. Jackson.
Somebody said Jacksonville doesn't actually have a football team.
They
Just
do,
a
but they
call
were
again.
trolling.
He said they have a college
So
team.
that would lead me to believe that Kane believes that
Frank is surprisingly
GI
adorable.
doesn't have much.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, looking at his outfit, it would make
Or I
sense.
pretend.
Oh man.
Dream river card.
Oh god.
Checked all 3 streets. GI does
that was
have
the most
bottom
comfortable
boat, which
If you're not gonna
can't
go,
beat a boat.
I was and
It's a
I'm
weird
ready to
way
go
of
swimming.
thinking
You were
of it.
definitely
You have a
comfy.
full house, but you can't beat a
Well,
full
we
house.
thought we might be able to get out to the pool. Who would know there'd be 1,000 people between us and
Yeah.
12 feet away?
and we were 7 feet away from chain smokers, so
Yeah.
it seemed better to
that,
stay there.
that was much better.
Small bet.
First time I was there is when I slipped in the pool. I didn't know. So I'm walking on the side, I went right in the pool.
So
Really?
into
Oh, I hit my
40K.
napkins again.
We didn't
GI
even
goes
see the-
12,000.
I mean, there were so many
Just
times.
hoping to get anything.
Remind me after the show to tell your story.
And he's
about
about
my
to
wife
get
and
a
falling in.
huge raise.
I heard this story for the first time this summer.
Let's go. Bless you. You get a shot of Kane Kalas here. Let's go. Back to Kane. There we go. All right. Kane has 68, 7 behind. Should be about 2-1. And GI is like, oh, okay. He's when you go bet flop for value, bet turn for value, bet river for value and then get check shoved on, that is a terrible feeling.
How much?
67-2.
That is brutal.
67-2.
You're right, Shaun. Aces again. You're right.
All right, he's no longer insane, Kane. He's back to aces, Kane.
What was the bet? What was the pre-flop bet?
That's too much.
$178,000
67-2
into the stack of Kane Kalas. Can't say he doesn't deserve it. He did take a disgusting beat earlier.
Fuck.
Oh, wow.
Dude, he's been stuck with set over set twice in one session.
And as Kasella was commenting here, that's
It
right.
was a good run as insane, Kane. It's back to Kane. I have the aces. I'm here for the aces.
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. Yeah.
You're still up
And he's
from,
still up.
for the day.
Frank, make sure I run set over set twice.
That's good.
Okay, game.
Pretty frustrating.
No,
Yeah, eat that steak before.
Thank you very much.
What else does?
I'll actually take a water.
Got him on board.
Thanks.
There's some real poker going on.
Cold, please.
Yeah? Am I the biggest loser again? Looks like it.
No.
Second biggest.
No, because the
Second
gentleman
biggest. Of course.
Too many cards. Too many cards. Okay.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
To McCallie, ace queen on the button, just
Like a
calls.
different selection of
Still
lines.
employing
Enough
this
action
just
for
call
today, Ken?
strategy.
Oh, I'm not playing.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not.
But yeah, I definitely want to.
It's nice when you flop top set. And
There's
your
like
opponent
something you're
flops
like
third top
on the fence
set,
of
you know?
buying and don't buy. Send me a link.
That's definitely a good place to be.
Because it feels, I haven't won a watch in a while, but I feel like my sons would like take it off and mess with it. Might not want to run them, but
2 set over sets is pretty sick. In one day?
and to still win. Be winning.
No,
yeah.
I mean, just
on the show. You mean for
on
the
the
show?
show?
Yeah.
On the show, yeah.
I guess I missed my betting opportunity.
I've seen it.
Call me down.
If anyone out there could translate whatever Alvaro is typing into
I don't
the
know if I've
chat,
seen that
that'd be much
Last time I bet
appreciated.
those spots.
No, but we're also getting a lot of hands in.
I'm not going to bet it every time.
Turn.
I mean, that many hands.
Well, not Kane too. A lot slower. I was hoping to flop set a new candidates. I'm so excited.
That was pretty amazing.
The Council Oak here, I'm really happy that they changed the chef. I used to not like their steak at all.
Oh, really?
I had it. Yeah, I just had it last week. My friends were like, "Oh, we're going." I'm like, "Oh, I really
Last
can't,
week? Okay.
can't go to
I've
Council
always
Oak."
gone there and liked it.
Really?
Never-
And I've tried it like 3 times before, never liked it, but now I went. Amazing.
Have you ever been there for their brunch?
Fantastic. No.
The best Sunday brunch I've ever been to.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's strong.
Yeah, there's a strong steak.
Unfortunately, Frank, our flight is before that. I didn't
it?
think of that.
Ah.
I should have planned my flight around food.
Oh, reschedule it. It's only $200 change fee, right?
Cal's gonna open the
Yeah,
bottom
we
of
have
the
plans.
screen.
Yeah, I got
to
like a
King
birthday
of
party to go
off.
to, so I got shit
We
I
have
gotta
shit
do.
to do.
Check.
Doug with deuces will call
Tomorrow
and
is
then
definitely
checking the
a
dark.
work night to me.
Yeah. Are you playing the show tomorrow?
Yeah.
King Jack 5.
Have you ever done the brunch at the
Small
country
chance
club at the
Saturday.
Win?
Where?
No.
At the Win?
Yeah.
Country club at
I've
the
done
Win?
Bouchon brunch. I love that.
That one's really good.
Yeah, this one's good.
I've heard of things.
I
About
wasn't
the
as
Council
impressed
Oak,
with the
but I
Valley
It's really good
Champagne
for brunch.
brunch. It's
Great-
supposed to be
great
super
brunch.
awesome.
Nice.
But
I just don't like champagne when I'm eating.
just the normal brunch at the Four Seasons, next at the Mandalay is really good.
Yeah.
It's like not insanely huge, but everything is good there.
Everything. I was going to say, yeah, everything at that Four Seasons.
Yeah. I think it's not just Sunday, it's just their breakfast thing is really good.
Now, we
Not
did
for you.
actually ask Doug and
7
Daniel if they wanted to do their
We only allow
heads up
8 people
battle
like Kane in
with
the
us,
game.
but they are going to do it online, and it's just a question of which site. And as Doug's been tweeting a bunch lately, he's been training for the heads up battle after a long hiatus.
What's that sauce with the steak?
Bernays.
Oh, Bernays?
Casella's going to
Mac
open
and
some
cheese?
deuce. Suited.
That's a huge mac and cheese.
Defends and
Is it lobster
defends.
mac or regular mac?
Lobster mac.
Oh,
Lobster mac's the
Yeah, I got
It is
tons
big.
of mac
Lobster
really.
mackerel is the best.
If anybody wants any mac and cheese, I got more than I can handle.
deep fried lobster mac and cheese.
Kane Kalas offering some lobster mac and cheese. The other players
There's
at the
no
table.
wisdom. We're breaking it 11 anyway.
So check there. Polk will win a small pot.
King too, but
A better kicker.
Don't think it
you'll
does.
have to notch me.
You guys turn me.
We tried.
Very unlucky.
Well, he turned you. I turned second. So.
Well, you still turned him.
I would have rivered both of you guys.
Would you?
We feel terrible about your loss.
There was a
It's like
big
$5,000. Can you
line.
believe that? He would have rivered us.
That's like a quarter of a semester.
We start measuring any top D plays in terms of how long it can put his kids through college. Ooh, that was a full semester there, dude.
That was a semi-semester.
Hope you're thinking.
There's
board.
When his boys are getting college loans later, they'll be like watching those on TV, going, "Damn him!
This is when Dad
Missing
had
away
money
this
and he was still with
semester.
Mom.
I'm having to get a new college." Another student loan, and there he is, just pissing it away. Feet are just not folded.
Oh, you raised me exactly a deci semester. It's like 10,000. That's 40K a year. So it's 4 semesters.
Avi's such a dork. It's very endearing.
A bad river rolls off. It's like, oh, I hope they get some scholarship money.
It's their own fault. They should have worked harder.
I really hope my kids are dumb enough to not get into college or smart enough to get a scholarship. It's all their hope right now.
Yeah, my parents.
You
didn't
hope your
say-
kids are dumb enough to not get into college.
Or smart enough to get a scholarship.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take the
wrong
coin
with
flip. I've lived off coin flip.
All right, here's another chip count.
I think one side of the coin
That's
is
how many
substantially better.
chips they
Well, it just
have.
depends if they get the mother's genetics or the
Thanks.
father's.
Up, down,
I wonder
stuck.
which one is
Yes.
this. Didn't actually clear anything up there.
Just the chips. How many of them? A long time ago, when I used to work for the Poker Stars Big Game, there was a player named William Reynolds, and he had the same hand Kasella has right now, and he said, "Dinner for two, and it's suited." And none of my superior bosses caught it, and it went to air, and I was really happy because that line cracked me up.
Sorry, you can take these.
GI with the double gut shot here. He'll call the continuation bet from Kasella, and surprisingly, Freedman's going to get in there too with bottom pair. That's a bit of a loose call. Aces pair the turn. Will Kasella fire? Again, he does not. GI makes third pair, which is the best hand.
Check, check, check.
I can't win.
Jack.
Ashley just texted me a great line. She asked if I bought hashtag jewelry finally.
Hashtag what?
It's jewelry finally.
Jewelry finally, yes. That's. I don't get it.
Remember, he was trying to pawn off all his stuff on the show, and it was like a big watch like this in the ring.
Oh my god, hashtag. Oh. I thought you meant like hashtag like something. You mean like the guy
Yeah.
hashtag. Okay. Now
should
it
be
makes sense to me.
confusing.
Yeah.
What was he trying to pawn off?
His passport.
Two watches.
His
A
jacket.
passport?
Yeah.
There was a passport in the mix.
Yeah.
A passport.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
How much
sometimes
funds
Isn't
did
that
it allow
illegal
you
to
to
sell
someone
your
else's
sometimes you
passport?
just
When,
got,
when you're DJ and you can't afford them in buying, you just try.
you gotta get back
different
in the
things.
game.
You just have to sit at the table for an hour and argue with
Who
you.
hasn't been there?
I heard this crazy story from Mermelstein. Do you know Aaron Wilson?
No, I don't.
Okay, he's a tournament player.
Okay.
He's flying from some country back to the United States. He just played a poker tournament, whatever.
Where's the
And
600?
you know that they make you fill out that little sheet?
Yeah.
Right, so he has his passport, he fills out the sheet, and then he just
Here's
goes to
Central.
sleep, and he just leaves his passport, like, in the little, thing where they keep the magazines. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
He just leaves his passport in
The
there for the
pocket.
meantime. He wakes
Pocket.
up, and his passport's not there. And he's like, this is weird. He's looking around, and there's
He's still on the airplane?
He's still on the airplane, and there's an older lady sitting next to him. And she's like going through her purse, and she has like 10 passports.
What?
10 passports in her purse. And Aaron,
What is she, James Bond? Or?
and Aaron was like, hey, did you happen to pick up my passport? And without saying a word, she just goes in there, takes it, and
No,
hands
no,
it
no,
to
no.
him.
Did she have to riffle through to find her? Did she know exactly?
It was like the
which
top
it was?
one. She takes it, picks it up, hands it to him, and then they didn't speak any words about it. That was the end
How
of
do
the
you not like
conversation.
tell like the flight attendant like this
Because she'd
person?
accuse him of
Yeah, you know what?
assaulting
Honestly,
her or something.
no. If that happened to me and they had legitimately 10 passports in their bag, I would say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't mess with him.
No, you wouldn't mess with him?
That sounds like a gangster.
Gangster.
Whatever. You're not rolling around stealing 10 passports.
Oh my God! One day, guys.
Hey.
Soon. Soon.
Go ahead, try it on.
Actually, it looks a little small. Nice.
It'll fit Frank and not
This
you,
is
then.
nice. This is good. This is
Yeah,
some
I'm
good stuff
skinny
right
enough.
here. Hopefully.
You got to put it over the shoulder. That's the way to hold the belts,
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Over the shoulder, yeah.
I'll just
Oh no,
put it
Frank, you
right
got to show the
Yeah,
label.
yeah,
We got to teach you how to do
Have
this.
you never wrestled? Oh. That's a pretty sweet belt, man.
Yeah,
That's
is.
a pretty sweet belt.
It's bigger than World Series bracelet.
Yeah.
Slightly. But somehow yet more wearable.
That needs to be a bet.
Oh, man.
Whoever wins
Yeah,
that
I
needs
think whoever
to-
wins that
needs
might
to
have to
the
wear it for a
first
week
event of
straight.
the World Series.
Oh, first event, yeah.
Honestly, if I win this thing, I'll probably do some some posts online before the next match, and then just like get super into like a wrestling character, just call people out, like stomp on some people's like cardboard cutouts of their face, like kick them in, like.
You're just giving
that
all
would
your
be
good ideas
amazing.
ahead of time. Now we're not gonna be surprised when we see that video.
I mean, it'll still be good, man. It'll still be good.
No, that should just be the.
Well, you guys
just
realize
be
you're
the
gonna
deal.
you're gonna-
Whoever wins it has to.
But you're
wear
gonna lose it by the
first
World
event of
Series because
World
they're gonna
Series.
play it again. It's
Oh,
gonna go to the
that's
next
right,
stop.
Yeah, you got to defend.
Whoever's
You
the
gotta defend,
reigning
right.
title holder, it should be in their contract that they must wear for the whole World Series main event.
You always have to talk like this from now on. I want King of the Hill. Come and get it.
I'm hitting the pole.
You're talking like that at all times.
It's hyped up right now.
I'm gonna like shave my head right afterwards. Got like a really bad tattoo. Just says like
get the
it just
logo on
It has
your-
like a crown on my chest. Oh man.
You really thought a lot about this already.
No, I didn't think about it at all.
Yeah, sure.
I haven't no thought about it.
Doug
It's the first
straddling
time.
the 400 deep. King Jack. King Jack.
It's gonna be fun, man. Looking forward to it. God, if the Tell-Me wins, we will never hear the end of
suited
it.
10-8 probably.
Never.
come
You never.
along.
Don't let that
When he
happen.
loses, you never hear the end of it.
Yeah,
It's
but
like a Trump
But the
interview.
thing is,
Suited
you never
8-5.
great. You never hear the end of it when he
Getting in
loses
there.
in like a I run
Who
so
else
bad
wants
kind of
him?
way. That's whatever. But in the I knew I was the best. I don't know if I could take that.
You know, he still brings up the Durhand. He's like, I played Tom and I would say I trapped him with aces to 10.
Oh God.
So like, if you put a beat on him, he's just gonna always say I outplayed you.
4 players.
How many?
Check.
All right, ace 7-6, 2 hearts.
Check.
Friedman is up and down. GI's got himself a gut shot with backdoor diamonds. And Friedman with the best of it right now, 4th pair. Doug up and down will stab here with the old Queen 4, 3,400. Friedman will call.
2 players.
King of spades, relative brick. I think any bet from Doug will do the trick if he can find it. And there it is. $12,200.
Another legitimate holding.
Shaun, I told you last time, I'm overthinking about what you're raising my straddle with. It happens every time. Whatever it is. I can live with my fate there.
King Jack of clubs.
Isn't it insane though how many times you've raised?
I know, and I've had like I'm like excited to get action. It's
I
not
know.
Like, I have like ace 5 off. I'm like you know. I'm
No,
like,
you just like always
big.
have like something like pretty solid.
It's honestly the best time I get every single orbit is under the gun.
Sean, we will see these hands later.
I should stop straddling.
Let me get
Then I
some.
just fold. He's like, oh, I wouldn't have as much. Oh, you gotta win still, I guess.
Sean didn't straddle, so now the straddle died again?
Sean hasn't straddled all night, I don't think.
He hasn't?
I don't think so.
Action folds all the way around.
You dropped it-
Blind,
you dropped a
Kasella,
$500
10, Trey, and Doug Polk's going to get a
No,
walk.
tread under the rail.
That was the most
You know what I noticed?
garbage
I'm way-
holdings ever.
Here's on aces. Here's on aces. Okay.
That was close.
No, it wasn't.
You thought about it.
I've noticed.
Frank has very good eyes.
You know what I've
you notice
noticed?
everything.
I bet my 5Ks whenever like I'm betting more than 5K, but everyone else they kind of hold on to them. They,
I have none of them. I had a lot of them at one point. I always
okay,
put my
maybe
base-
not you specifically,
That's one of
but
the easier
what always happens to me is I always slowly lose 5K chips and I slowly gain the other denominations in every session I play.
I do that in everything. Tournaments, cash.
Yeah, we need you at the mixed games. People always try to short the pot by a chip or something. Frank sees everything. It happens.
I actually really like that aspect of playing with Frank. If someone misses their bet by like $100, he's like, remember when you called 44?
I was like, okay,
44, Frank.
You got me off the side. You got me. I did it.
By the way, I'll call you out in 100. Old woman, she's a gangster.
With passports.
Somebody with 10 passports, I'm not going to fuck with them.
She only has 9 now. Does that make you more like
Well,
a
whatever,
battler?
something's going on there. You don't think?
That is legitimately
Can
real.
you believe
real
that?
Rolling around the
so?
world just stealing passports.
Hey, do you have my passport? She
No,
just
she
hands
just
it to
gets
him,
them
no
when people are
words.
sleeping.
Yeah.
No words.
She
By the
still
way,
sounds a little bit too crazy to fuck with.
So
Right?
it was plane to plane.
No.
I know I'll
didn't
call you
believe
out
the
on the
story when
100.
I
You'll
heard
just
it.
pay the 100. The old lady with the passport, you have no idea what might happen, right?
No words, by the way, is such a stronger play than any other play than
bunch
all
of
the
limp
games.
heroes with ace king in the big. He's
the
gonna
thing
pop
is,
it up.
never
and
strong.
Let's
When she's just like,
1700.
you're like, okay.
We don't know GI's
Respect.
card.
Respect.
Our sensor has failed to
I'm
pick them
happy
up.
to have my passport.
Because you call a cop or something and she'll stab you in the fucking neck in the bathroom.
Frank.
See?
Frank.
Sorry.
What planes do you go
Wait,
on?
really
I'm afraid
dark.
to fly with you.
It was
Frank.
really dark. That's it.
Why you gotta
9
do it
years
in
is
front
the
of a
cutoff for
baby?
Frank. Got real dark there. You stuck?
A little.
Yeah, answer yes.
Yes. Not as bad as you, but
Thanks. Thanks,
Sorry.
Frank. Much appreciated, man.
I like fifth place.
You
10,
know what, I
7,
fought back
5.
some.
3800 in the middle. Check, check. Deeb now top. Don't know what GI has.
Well, luckily I haven't run into set over set. Well,
Yeah, that would have been
unluckily. Depends on which side of it you're on, I guess.
true.
Although the only person it's happened to twice
Yeah,
is
spread them cards out.
So
Yeah.
apparently either side of that equation is good.
Maybe.
The funny thing is,
Deep's gonna go for some value here. Looks like
on the same guys that
3500.
set it.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's up on me in the session. He's up on Kane in the
That's
session.
what I'm saying.
Don't let Deeb complain. It's the worst. Deeb complaining about how bad he runs is like it's was it unsufferable?
Other one.
Yeah, I would feel weird even asking her the question, like, yo, do you have my passport? You know, that's like,
Well, but when you see 10 passports,
Like if you make eye contact, like
Well,
she
he
sees
didn't
you
see
see
him
it.
until he asked, did he? Or did he see him before he asked?
he saw them and then he asked.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
But even then, it's like it's such a weird question to ask.
But you
like,
still
hey,
have nothing else you can
do you
do.
have my
You
passport
need
in your bag?
passport to
Of
even get off
course.
the
Is
plane.
one of those mine?
Is one of those mine.
I mean, would he even be able to leave?
Does
the
any of them look
airport?
like me? Yeah, you can call and deal with some stuff. People definitely lose them while traveling.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
And
But on
also,
the airplane,
what
on
is
your
she
way in-
doing with all of these passports?
Probably sells them on the
Yeah, I'm
black
pretty sure
market.
they have like secondhand market for it.
Yeah.
Black
eBay.
Put someone else's photo on it.
I'll
How
call
much
eBay.
is a passport worth?
I
If
heard
you're
like
a
10 to
criminal, probably a lot of
20,000.
money.
How much?
10 to 20,000, I think.
$10,000 to $20,000 for a passport?
Yeah, because if you're buying one, it means you did something wrong.
Yeah.
You got to do anything to get out of here. Ain't buying a
Kane's like, I'm in the
passport
wrong
for no
business.
reason.
Kane's like getting set over set, you know.
I
Old ladies on airplanes.
It's got to be scannable. That's big. Like the old passports are expired.
But let's say I call in and I say, "Oh, I lost my passport."
So you get-
wink,
you get 'em
take my
fresh off the
passport, and
bat.
sell
Oh.
it for 10 to 20,000.
And all you have to do is outbox the old lady on the airplane.
Probably shouldn't plot this on live TV.
Probably not the place to start.
You might get some customers out of it though. People start following you and DMing you.
Hey
for a
Kane,
passport.
let's meet up.
Hey, you got any Germanys?
You got any Germanys? Wow.
So that lady just flies around the world just to sit next to people, hope they fall asleep, and collect their passport.
That might be a job. Holy
That's her
shit.
full-time
That
job.
might actually be a job. Wow.
The last 5 times I was international, I filled out that stupid form. But all the major airports have the electronic machines now, so you don't need to just go doot, 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 doot. You go through.
Oh wow, that story.
Global entry.
You had to fill out a form.
Oh, it's that form. You look at your passport to get the passport number. That's why you take the passport out.
Is that really that huge of a beat that you filled out a form?
No, it's just I pull out my passport and I'm like, I'm not going to need this form that I'm filling out. But then if you do, you don't want to be stuck in line filling
I
out
get
the
it.
form.
I get it.
I know, it's
I
not
have
that
no
big a
kicker.
deal.
Playing the board.
He's showing you.
But now I'm
assuming we have
scared
the
to pull
same
my
thing.
passport out,
Oh.
right? So
I was gonna say if you got ace king there.
There are worse problems.
yes,
There are worse problems
good
I have.
play.
that's true.
Like imagine if you had white socks. Whew. Do you have white socks?
I got no socks.
You have no.
Not after the night, buddy.
Oh!
Black socks. You and Frankie from now on.
What about him? He don't have any fucking socks.
No,
on.
I can't help him. I can help you too.
No matter how much we end up or down, we get socks.
Definitely get socks tomorrow. That's your gift. Woo, socks, you too.
It's great to be here.
The funny thing is, I actually need socks because I'm out of clean socks. So get me a pair as well.
But not knee high.
I'm not
I
joking.
can tell you right now, Doug will give
He
you
wants
all the
tennis
socks
socks.
he gives
What's
him.
Just small blind.
He is in protest white sock
Graphics.
mode.
Where the graphics at?
600. You don't have any Kentic socks?
Not on me, but we do have cases of them. Would
Really?
you like some?
Are they black?
They're black with orange, actually.
wow.
Logo
That
on
would be
them.
perfect.
Wow.
For your
Actually
outfit.
perfect.
So you got the Baltimore Orioles socks. What are the socks for?
All right, so we've got an
They're
open
just branding to the
Kalas,
company.
Oh, okay.
We
followed
send them
by
to people.
look at
Small
someone's socks
Bears
besides
and
Dew.
Freedman.
People
And get
do,
an
and they're like, "Boy,
10-6
you've got
of
Kentic
hearts,
socks."
4 to the flop,
I
2100 in the middle,
want them.
King
We'll take
7-5,
Yeah, swag. The infinite demand for swag.
5 ways to the flop rather.
I wanted a free turn.
I did too. I was willing to check there.
If you called 1600, it would have been free after that.
Oh, I don't know if that's how free works.
Yeah, that seems like
If you just
the
pay
old
this
lady on
amount,
the
it's
airplane
free.
free.
Yeah.
10 or 20 grand.
Hey, once
That
you
can't
get-
really be the price.
Once you get
I'm
past,
supposed to give you a free turn. You're supposed to get one there.
We are.
what do you mean?
With my hand, you're supposed to get a free turn.
Oh, you just like ramboed it up and
I
you're like,
just
whatever.
decided.
Insane Kane going hard.
See? Kentic will be there, bearing socks.
It's an amazing headline.
How many
Network people
I don't know how
are
to say
like-
this, but how many views did that article get? Kentic
How many
socks
retweets?
can't be like a big thing. I feel
Oh,
like.
yeah. The currency.
What would you know about socks,
I
Doug?
like-
You're clearly way behind the game.
You might not know a lot about socks, but he knows a lot about views.
That's true. I think he got more followers than Kentic does for now. So
I mean, I
Doug
can't
is
say
like
that.
the Kim Kardashian of the poker world.
Ouch.
without the sex, without the sex tape,
He's like
or-
sitting there
burns.
refreshing, like, oh, how many views do I have? How many
Oh,
followers do I have?
it burns.
Five ways here. Polk has top set. All the 9s are done. Diva's top pair. Freedman has an over pair.
It's like real money for lobster.
So Wednesday afternoon poker, high stakes poker continues in the bubble, in the special bubble at an undisclosed location in Florida. So D bets 1800, Freedman calls with the 10s, and now Polk on that board. It's going to bump it up significantly, I imagine. $8,500 is the raise. I think Deeb is going to have to make a very reluctant fold. I'm sure he loves that he has diamonds as a backdoor out, but it's just too strong from Doug. Welcome Martin Pronk in the chat, and Hong Wang. Thanks for joining us. It is Wednesday, 3:53 Eastern, October 7th, 2020. We are playing 100-200 with the optional straddle to 400. Deep in the tank, finally out. And
Late night bluff.
Freedman.
Late night.
Isn't it?
Aren't we almost
Freedman
done?
makes a pretty quick and good fold. I guess he had a lot of time to think about it while
I am
Deeb was
not
deep in the
positive,
tank.
So we can get even for the day.
Oh, thanks, graphics guys. In case you were wondering who's sitting in what designated
That's not
seat,
happening, so we're gonna call it a loss, I guess.
welcome Ethan Cobb in the chat.
Come on.
Thanks for joining us today.
I'm not playing super stud, Frank. I don't even like regular stud.
But this is way better than regular stud.
And they'll
right.
let
It's
us play
even
as
more-
a team.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
too-
we'll let
We're
you play.
actually
It's too complex.
approaching
I'll buy
final
a piece
stretch
of
of
Frank
this
and play.
stream. Been going for a couple hours now.
But I'm not in there with like holding the controls. That's just irresponsible.
And like me,
One day
nine beers and some scotches.
Your super stud would be substantially better than
And in case you didn't know, all of these live streams are immediately slotted into one of our playlists for your viewing pleasure. All 7 seasons, or 6 seasons plus what will be season 7 available on the YouTube channel, plus compilations, best ofs. Also got Poker Night Live, the Celebrity 5-5 game. And the version we made after that, which mostly featured retired athletes.
King high.
I got king high.
King jack.
You win. Did you show it then?
Yeah, I tabled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, king
I
jack.
believe you. I just didn't look. I just seen him go in the mug.
I thought you saw everything.
No, I couldn't see that. I wasn't looking.
Doesn't play or?
Oh, it's like 15. That's a win.
How much?
He has a little bit active.
15?
I'm
He has a little bit
I'm
active.
only down 15, but because I was down like I don't know 50 at one point, it feels like kind of a win. You know, it's the opposite of being upset.
So everyone knows Doug is gearing up to
Someone
play
didn't say
in
that was
his
upswing.
big rivalry match versus Daniel
There's a little upswing
Negreanu.
going there, yeah.
Not sure where that's going to go down yet. It's not going to happen on GG. They'll
should at
sort
least
it
get
out.
Wow, it's the first
So
walk
Doug
in the
has been
straddle.
playing
Not even action from. Oh, not even. If
recently.
I had had aces there, I don't know. I would have just left. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm done. It's been
couldn't do
real.
another
Deep opens like
season
every
wrap.
straddle for like hours, and then I look down at aces after you. Oh, whew, would have been something.
You threw at me like 3 times
All right,
last
deep
round.
I know,
straddle
but
is
I
back
had
on.
I had to defend it. I had something good there once.
This once.
Well, I mean, I had
Here's
Jackson
the
Suitor
thing, though.
once. and,
Before
like,
we get too
like,
far
ace
off
nine,
topic
ace
of being
or-
down a little, the last hand of the night, we just need to do like a 5K.
Runway?
Yeah, just run it on out. We can even do a PLO hand.
Okay.
I would
That
never.
way somebody will win 35K at the
No,
end.
no, no. I know what we're gonna play.
Well, whatever.
We're gonna play 100, 200, 10K cap blind man's bluff.
No, we're not.
No,
No,
I
not
don't
some
wanna
skill
complicate
bullshit. I want a real game, luck only.
Luck only.
I want no
agree.
skill involved.
No juice, no
Yeah,
skill.
no skill, no juice, just like me.
G, are you in?
Just like seven
Way,
people
5K?
doing some gambling.
Just for the hell of it? Where we at?
So Kasella's bumped it up to 1400.
Cherry marble.
Face
Which is
Jack.
better?
Friedman limped as he has been all night. With King Jack now action on Deeb. He hasn't spread his cards yet, which is why our sensor hasn't picked it up. But he is 3-betting.
We got a thrilling 12-6 preseason game going here. As if preseason wasn't good enough.
A barn burner. We'll find out shortly exactly what
Jacksonville's driving too for the
Deeb
win
is
right
holding.
now.
4,800 is the size of that 3-bet.
That good?
Show it all.
And Casella's going to fold.
Oh, sorry.
So a disciplined laydown. We don't know what Deeb had, but
Derek
you know.
8 poker just tweeted at us. You see this?
So
I say he's been tweeting that all
I'd
day.
like to
about
thank everyone in the chat
the ring,
for joining us
How about
today.
the
Brian Hughes, Chiwa Lam,
really likes tweeting at me.
Hong Wang,
He still relives his
Frank,
glory days.
Ethan,
Glory days.
etc.,
What did he say?
etc.
Anything?
He said that it was really flattering we talked about him.
He's like, I still made it, guys. 7 years ago, it was something in online
Oh
poker.
god. Actually the sickest needle today was Doug, you're like the Kim Kardashian of poker. The sickest. There was a lot of needling today. There were many great needles to choose from. But I think that one actually burns the deepest.
Because the truth.
Casella's going to open 6-5 suited here.
Somewhat. It's the most true of the needles, that's for sure.
You don't know where the refresh button is. That hand was way better. That hand I would have called you, Ray.
Can never really tell what time it is inside a casino.
Call there with ace-jack.
No clocks, no windows. Is it 4 a.m.? Is it noon?
I was surprised to see ace-8, I'll be honest.
It's my first straddle. I felt like I had defended
Is that
properly.
what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, that was your first straddle?
You
Oh,
thought
I
I
didn't even
raised?
take that into consideration.
Deeb
Oh,
saying
second
that
try, I
he
guess
did
I straddled
have
first
ace-8.
Wait, what's going on with the blind?
23-bet that straddle.
Oh, wait.
1-2, just like normal every other hand.
It's late.
You
I've
all
come
right?
a long way today.
Avi Freedman
Apparently
limps
not.
again.
Apparently not all right.
McCallie just calls.
Combined.
And King Kalas, if he's going to enter the pot, he's going to do it raising ace-king.
No. You can ask the cocktail.
Is there normally this much beer on?
He's at 1,100.
Yes, we've drank many sessions on this show.
They won't put that on there.
Oh, they will.
Doug will just call. Doug, what you got? Oh, we'll find out in a moment. Ace-5 Jack. Bottom set for McCallie. Gut shot for Freedman. Top for Kalas. What does Doug have? It's got to be something decent. Kane will c-bet 2,800, 7,500 now in the middle. Doug's cards unknown to us. Maybe he has hearts. Maybe he has... Well, I don't know what he's supposed to have here. It's an action card. Queen of Hearts. Goes check, check now to Doug. I'm being told from our graphics guy that Doug has ace queen. So goes check, check. You're going to be betting 2 pair here. Just great news for Stu McCallie. Although this is, you know, not the best turn in the world. Not going to go anywhere with a set. So 9,200. Remember, this was not a 3-bet pot, just a 4 ways to the flop pot. Action still on Stu McCallie. Bottom set. And I think eventually he will find a call. And then it'll be interesting once it gets to Kane Kalas. So Kane doesn't have any good blockers. Wow. Okay, Stu folds bottom set there. Who folds before the river?
Damn, you're almost back to even.
I know.
I would like to see that river card.
Good bet. Let's flop this up.
You flop this.
5. Whoa.
I had 2 pair.
You had
Okay.
ace queen?
Ace queen.
It's a bad turn. Nice life, Doug.
Hashtag DP, nice life. In honor of Phil
Doug
Hobby.
told me before he doesn't understand how people make big laydowns.
I wasn't lying to you, Frank.
I don't think you were.
I'm not a big
I
folder.
never insinuated you were.
Wow, that could have been a huge win for Stu McCallie, but I guess he just got too freaked out by the flush draw and straight draw coming in. I think Doug's RFID reader is busted right now because we don't know his cards again. Deeb takes that one down the top pair.
Did we miss you on the tip, by the way?
Wait, did we miss you? No, it was the first guy.
Now you guys see there on the felt, it
always the other
says,
guy, right?
want to play on our show? Download our app.
We took the first guy,
That's
right?
legitimate.
Okay.
There have been several people who have been chosen at random who just downloaded our app and played on it, like, for free. And they ended up winning our sweepstakes and getting to come on the
Lucky
show.
guy. Whew. Thought we changed it out.
You cannot count this hard.
What's up?
You struggle every time counting it.
Every time. Yeah, I can't count it.
Are you even?
No,
No.
he's still stuck.
No, I'm down like 10 though, I think.
I assume if you're here right now, you probably are subscribed to our YouTube channel.
It was really good.
If not, definitely go ahead and subscribe.
good
And
music,
we're also
so
on
for the fans.
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yeah, we
Was
just
it
made
fun?
one.
Viewership
Am
good in the
I,
stream?
Jesse Calls Poker,
Was
but
viewership good with the
honestly,
stream?
I'm not really that great of a follow.
Okay.
Yeah, usually higher.
It's not
I think,
bad.
for a high roll game, though.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Oh, thanks, guys. Another seat chart.
I'll throw out one last straddle.
Better put out the 8 for the last 2 hands.
Put out 2 die
Put out the 8 so I get the hand.
No, I'm not doing that to Frank.
Frank doesn't mind, I think.
No, you can go ahead.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I'm stuck, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's gamble it up a bit.
Come
800
on,
it is.
aces.
Shaun, sissy. You're not just putting a blind 16 out there.
You have an image uphold. Yeah, that's right.
Seems like we've got a double
minute, how many
straddle
more hands
on.
This is
so
so
100,
The last
200,
hand
400
needs to be
for
the
this
blind
one.
hand if we're gonna do it.
This is
800 to
food.
call. GI just limps with King Jack suited. Probably
Is it
1200.
could have opened that
1860.
comfortably.
what's the bet? 8? Oh,
You guys are great at multiple.
And no one has
Well, I
anything
couldn't see
around.
it in your
Queen
hands.
deuce,
Yeah.
jack
Well, obviously, he
deuce,
was talking
hands
about
are so
9-3.
big.
He was talking about straddling, re-straddling.
All right.
King Jack 5. Top 2 for GI, but he's not going to get a penny out of this one.
2 more hands.
How many more?
2. So the last one we're doing on
Seems
last
like
one
the
we
player
No, we
is
should do one
counting
after
down
as well.
2 more hands.
Is that it?
I think so.
Whatever.
non-televised?
I don't think anybody cares. Matt, do you care?
You want the 16?
After? Okay, never mind. Matt said after. Boss said after.
Sounds like they're
We can
going to
do
do
a
some
PLO,
silly
right?
stuff
Of course.
once
Why
the
not?
stream is off.
Yeah.
Triple
Just
straddle.
do like. So that means you guys don't want it on tape. Oh.
Trying to get 3 cards? That's,
Oh,
we'd all triple straddle. Sneaky G. We saw that.
Nice.
Who's the winner tonight?
Game's getting out of the muck here for the last 2 hands.
All right, triple
It was
straddle on
excellent
100,
tight.
200, 400, 800, 1600. Friedman just calls with 2 red 7s.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you, man.
I'd almost the exact same hand.
Really?
We tallied
Bottom one
that
up,
side of
bottom
the table for their aggression
two you
factor.
have?
There have been
Oh,
almost
ooh.
no raises.
That was a really
Jack
disciplined
10
laydown.
deuce. GI gets the best
That
of
was
it.
a really disciplined laydown. I don't know if I have that in me.
Surely you could find 1,400 to throw into that pot.
Oh, if I'm coming in, I'm coming in.
Another
amazing.
10 on the turn. GI improves.
That was the problem.
It's the kind of hand you lose a lot in the last hand of the night.
Checks through to the river. Just a 5, hits Deeb. I think this whole thing's still going to go. Oh, no. Deeb's going to take a little stab. Is GI going to raise or just flat the 3? Just going to call the 3.
King kicker on my 5?
Ooh. Owned. Owned.
310.
That was dessert.
He should have slowed it. Should have turned over the 3.
That was dessert. That was for the road, man. Quick one for the road.
I thought I had the nuts there.
Shit. Hey, I get the button on the blind run out. That'll be good. So this is the last legitimate hand.
You're 8G. Dog me in the 16, he plays the 10.
Thanks. Thank you. Last hand of the night.
If I still have any after this one.
I think you will.
Never know.
All right, so just regular straddle
tried to
on.
stack
400 to go.
I did.
GI limps
I was
again.
trying to stack you.
4?
I had a really, really good hand. In fact, I had the best hand.
What
This is an interesting table.
I had 9 of clubs, 9 of diamonds. 9 of hearts. 9 of hearts. I mean, I mean, you're gonna find out one way or another. You don't have to believe
I
it.
had the 9 of diamonds in my hand.
Then it was 9 of clubs, 9 of hearts.
Glad I made that.
All right, 4
You were
ways
dead.
to the flop.
Well, not dead.
Backdoor flush draw, obviously. And running
Ooh,
queens.
that's a real.
Flush draw
tight
for GI.
Thought you had it.
And that's about it.
The live reads, man, they're a thing. They're alive and well.
I thought you bluffed me, but we'll see. It's the one hand I'm actually gonna watch.
I had top set.
All right, so let's do our chip counts before the runoff, so we don't look
Sounds
bad.
good. Okay. 80, 100, 120,
So let's see what's going
Nice
on
playing with you
today.
all. Very fun.
Maybe if they don't shut this off, we'll be able to see this silly PLO,
Yeah,
blind
sure.
man bluffs run out, whatever they're going to do.
70, 180.
But if not, thanks everyone for tuning in today. It's a
70,000.
pretty wild cash game. One of my favorite lineups. Getting Doug
I have
and Shaun and
60,000
Frank and Kane there, and then
60,500.
you add the rec players in
Or
of
600.
Avi Freedman, who's a
60,000.
Silicon Valley, I believe, wealthy businessman, and GI, who's a complete mystery, and Dew McCallie, who, according to the internet, is, I don't know, part of a mob, or prior part of a mob family from Philly. Anyway, it's been a great table.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll get another one of these
74-1.
going soon. In the meantime, feel free to peruse our YouTube page. We have like 700 videos, thousands of hours of live streams, 6 full seasons, tournaments, our 5-5 silly, home game style things with the retired athletes, or Poker Night Live hosted by Stapes, where I'm on commentary, but mostly just listening to the table talk. We showed a clip of that prior on the Wade screen. John Hamm, Josh Molina, the rapper Hoodie Allen, the guy who won our sweepstakes, Gerald Heckathorn, who was a former bank robber, actually went to jail.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
And look, there's Mac Plans. All right, so I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you on the next stream. Take care. Stay safe.